return of the smooth operator. Shawty on repeat, I say sleep later. This another favor, consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air, fantasy a dream, real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless, learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless, so I'ma style on them. They washed up, it's a rap, throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them, otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue, get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward, the battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a mind. Never made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crashed Nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping, starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew gotta born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my eyes are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight Marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
I might take off a couple of heads a night. Somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Thought can I fuck on my energy? Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please. I'm trying to get paid.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie, Blerd without fear. Got the homie Robo of Left Face TV.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to episode 34 of the Nerds of Culture podcast. I don't have a tagline because I don't remember it. I think I wrote one down and forgot it, but just know that, yeah, well, imagine that I said something really clever and insightful and something that would make you tap that subscribe
What do you
button.
say for Blerd for Blerd Cave?
I say the #1 comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. I think Maneater. What did she say when we first described this to us? She goes, "Oh, you guys are gonna be like the woke shade room."
Hey, you know what? I'll take it. You know what? Hey, I tell you what. Here, let's go back. Let's pretend that we're just coming in. We're gonna be
not today.
Welcome to the Nerds of Culture podcast, the podcast that every time you see us, you listen to us wherever you consume our content, you're gonna say,
It's woke.
So there you go. It's that's it. That's the one. That's the one.
That's right. The culture with some sazon.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. If by sazon you mean
It's woke.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, just like that. I got nothing.
Shit.
I got nothing. That said, here, let me do that too, because that might come up at some point. So we got a lot to talk about, and it's all going to kind of fall down on my headache, which technically is going away as we speak. So it's a wonder.
Did you drink some water?
That too. Caffeine as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta bring it. Yeah.
Had some caffeine as well, out here. You know how we do. But yeah, no, we did the thing. We took this is the water. So the caffeine, this is just ice now. Hold on.
Yeah. I don't know who all out there has a dad like mine, but my dad, anytime you were sick, anytime you had a headache, didn't matter. Did you drink enough water? Did you drink water today? That's it. And I'm like, oh man, I think I'm getting a flu or something. You drink water today? I haven't seen you drink water one time today. I'm like, God damn.
Fine. All right, here. You want me to drink some water? Here.
And then ain't it a bitch? After you drink a bunch of water, you're like,
damn.
All right, maybe I was dehydrated this time.
Yeah. This one time. Oh. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even say anything. I would never tell them. I would never hey, how do you feel? That would be my
feel
reaction.
Like shit.
I don't know. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We got let me put this out here first. Yes, I know. Deadpool and Wolverine, it's out. We ain't talking about that shit. Yeah, we ain't talking about it. One, because I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go see it in the morning.
Man. Just whoa. Please, somebody say something. Like we're about to have 27 viewers on this bitch.
Right? Be like.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. Because it's so that said, we are not going to be talking about it. At least not the movie itself. I mean, we'll probably be talking around some things like just from like an IRL perspective. But yeah, for the most part, no, we're not talking about the movie proper, like nothing going on in the movie. per se, but yeah, we'll be talking about the franchise as a whole. Please, if you have already seen the movie, no spoilers. If you do, you know what's gonna happen. If you put a spoiler in this chat, you are asking to be forever fucking banned. That is all I'm gonna say. If you put a spoiler in the chat, and I don't care. Look, I'm actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm even gonna say this for people who are time travelers, people who are from the future coming in late to the show. Yeah, because anybody, just know, if you just look up and all of a sudden nobody's responding to you, you probably put a spoiler in the chat. That's all I'm gonna say. And also, more importantly, I don't want you to take it personally. Because yeah, or do, I don't care. I
mean, you'll be banned. We won't know.
Yeah, I was like, fuck do I care? Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, y'all know. Look, this yeet it from the sacred timeline. You goddamn right. Look, I'm telling y'all. Look, I have done very well. Very fucking well so far. A lot of things have been spoiled for me lately. I have had whole ass episodes of House of the Dragon spoiled for me. I have had, I think part of The Boys season 4 was spoiled for me.
The Acolyte, that was spoiled for me.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, you had the Acolyte. Actually, you know what? No, I also had the Acolyte. It wasn't the finale, but the reveal of who the Quotey Fingers master was spoiled for me. Even though, I mean, I kind of knew, but it was still one of those things. Like, I kind of would have liked to have that air of, I don't know, mystique.
It was wild too, because it was day of, and I remember, like, I'm usually like good about spoilers, and the spoiler for it was straight up like in the tweet, like first word. It was like,
I was like, bro.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, no dodging that one.
Yeah, I don't even have to watch this motherfucker. But no, it's yeah, no, that was the thing. There was something else recently. I don't remember what it was. Because I think I had excised it from my brain. Like, I was like, you know what? Nope, don't even want to know about it anymore.
And you still ain't seen Longlegs, right?
No.
Okay.
It hasn't shown up. I haven't been able, like, I had my little what are they, the little telescope. I had my little telescope I've been like watching on the high seas.
You're up in the eagle's nest,
right? I was like, look, it's almost like, hey, do you want me to turn on the One Piece theme song? I was like, no, hold,
yeah,
hold the line.
I will say this much: I'm kind of glad that it wasn't like a super mega, like everyone was talking about it type thing. Because Elite X1, he talked about going in there, completely blind. I had like one little thing spoiled, but then it wasn't a spoiler because it wasn't what I thought. So,
okay.
And it was like, I'm really, really like the fact that I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and it just had it unfold before me. If anybody is gonna go watch that movie, make sure you do that. Don't listen to reviews. Don't watch nothing. Just go in there. It's gonna get a little creepy or whatever, but it's not like some crazy horror movie where you're gonna shit your pants or anything. But it's like, but yeah, I think I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this much about Longlegs. I think it is this generation's cult classic, and what I mean by that is I think everybody's gonna watch it and go, they're gonna go, okay, that was pretty cool, or I don't get it, but all right. wait till Nick Cage dies or some shit, or in 20 years, people are gonna be like, this is the movie right here, you know?
Wait, let me ask you this. Is it like, because I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm probably, some of y'all might hate me here in a minute, I don't know. Because here's the vibe I got off of it.
Okay.
Everyone kept talking to me about this fucking movie like it was the Babadook. And I mean that a couple of different ways.
And I didn't like the Babadook.
Okay, so you see where I'm about to go with this. Okay, so because so many people get to, oh, dude, Babadook, man, dude, oh my god, dude, this is the fucking scariest movie I've ever. Oh, bruh, oh my god, this movie, bruh, I ain't never seen nothing scary. Ain't nothing scared me as the Babadook, man. Babadook is so like everybody was talking about the Babadook like it was the best fucking horror movie that had ever come out, and I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. When I by the time I saw it, the hype had completely died down. Like no one was really talking about it on that level, but it was still highly regarded. Man, when I watched that movie, let me tell you how fast I was ready to cut that motherfucker off. And not because it was scary. I was so fucking bored. And the whole like the weird talkie voice thing that the Babadook did, I was like, why does the motherfucker sound like the little boy on The Shining? Like, I was like, what is this supposed to be? Like if that motherfucker would have did the finger thing, like the
triple dot 31.
What was it?
Triple dot 31. How you describing Babadook right now?
Yeah.
God damn, that was me on the Follows. Like I watched the whole thing, and then when I saw there was like 8 minutes left of the movie, I'm like, what? This is good. This is it? This is it? You've been setting up this whole motherfucker for something's out there, and you didn't get it. Oh my god, I was so mad.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what? I tell you what. Here's the thing. I kind of had that same vibe with It Follows, but the only reason I walked out of it liking it is because I ended up liking. I didn't like the ending. Let me put it that way. I liked everything up until the last like 10 or 15 minutes. Like when they started like fighting the motherfucker in the pool, I was like, okay, all right, I'm done. Look, I had my hands on my knees. I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out. But no, that's how I feel about Longlegs. I've been seeing all these people like, oh my God, Longlegs is the scariest movie of the last decade. Oh my God, Longlegs is the scariest movie ever made. Oh my God, Longlegs is so fucking scary. And I'm like, dude, I was like, okay, for one, I don't scare easy. Let's get that out of the let's let's get that shit the fuck out right
you ain't gotta worry about that.
And then even for two, even movies that are legitimately scary, you're not going to get that much of a reaction out of me. So like the fact that when I see people talking about like, and I don't mean just like horror blogs, I'm talking about like just normies, fucking horror, like they're not horror movie aficionados. These are people who just happen to review movies and stuff, and they talk about it. I was like, okay, all these major publications are trying to say it's the scariest thing of all time. I know it's not scary at all. Y'all have literally
paid
told
for that
me.
though. Those are paid reviews anyway.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's like when you remember when what was it? When Paranormal Activity was coming out, and they would always be like, "Oh, the scariest movie of the year," and they would show the reaction. The people in the audience go like, "Oh, oh, oh," like clutching their pearls and shit. And it's like, dude, this movie was like literally like about an hour of it was spent watching an oscillating fan in an empty living room. Like Skinamarink. That was another. Everybody's like, oh, bruh, Skinamarink scary as fuck, bro. And I'm like, dude, that is okay. All right.
Yeah, everybody got their own thing. I'll tell you this much about it. I can't wait to watch it because I want to talk about it. We're gonna do a show on Longlegs when you finally watch it because I like that. Kind of messing my head a little bit.
Okay.
First of all, these kind of movies. So I grew up evangelical Christian. Okay, so the kind of shit that I was taught, demons are real. Demons are fucking with you. If you don't have God's protection, then you are at the mercy of demons. You know what I mean? And so as a little kid, like being scared to death, I'm sitting there like I gotta pray. But then your imagination starts like, what if I forgot to pray? What could a demon grab me right now? So when I'm running up the stairs, you know the whole like turn the light off and run up the stairs before the thing gets you?
Yeah.
The thing is that for some people, it's the little kid in them tricking them. Yeah. Right? But I was raised in a world where they're literally, not Santa, you know what I mean? In this belief system, literally something could grab you. That's what I was taught.
Okay.
So now that I'm out of that, that's the kind of horror that I like, because it still tickles that little kid, that scared little kid in me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so that's why like Killers, like The Strangers and things like that, I could enjoy them. Like, oh, this is a cool movie. But it doesn't like, it's not gonna like, oh, great. You know what I mean? Like Maneater, you know, she's afraid. She's always afraid of getting robbed or something like that, going to a cabin like that. Now I'm like, whatever. I'll tell you this much. The Witch. Did you like The Witch?
Wait. Are we like, okay, because I need to clarify here. So are we talking about, okay, yeah, the Witch? Because I was about to say,
Yeah.
Because if we're talking about The Witch, there is a witch I know of, and it is a Korean action movie.
Nah. The Witch.
Okay, the Witch. The Witch didn't scare me, but I mean, I thought it
But
was.
did you like it?
Oh, no, I liked it. I did like it.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll tell you this much. Not in theme, not in theme at all. Not in setting, right? But think about the pacing of that movie.
Okay.
And like how long it kind of took to get to like the rail crazy shit. You know what I mean? That's the kind of pacing that you can expect in this movie, where it kind of starts off as a set in the 80s, set in the 70s kind of crime. You know, it looks like it's gonna be like a murder mystery type thing, and then you go from there.
Okay. I can, that I can deal with, because that I can jive with, rather. It's just it's just all these people that were just talking about like, oh my God, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life ever. There's no other movie on earth that has ever been as good as this one. I was like, okay, look, first off, y'all are glazing this shit up a little too strong. I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to calm down.
Silly.
Look, just take the. I'm actually not going to use that euphemism because most of y'all won't know what I'm talking about. No. It was a side conversation Carter and I had earlier today, because I got to read the final issue of Akugun, and there's something that happens at the very beginning, and I was just like, bruh. I was like, okay, all right. We just glazing faces out here, apparently. Okay, all right.
Damn.
We just glazed the face, like looking like a fucking looking like a fucking donut. Motherfucker's face.
I think people have different kind of like appetites, or different like, you know, centers that they need to get scared. So Where Evil Lurks, that Spanish movie.
Yeah. Oh, I love that movie.
The fact, that scene where the mom is walking down the road, and then when they pass her,
yeah,
she's eating her own son who was alive 2 minutes earlier. That, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh fuck. There are some kind of crazy shit, this shit like that kind of happens in Long Legs, and maybe I can see maybe some people seeing like how it ends and going, oh, that's fucking creepy. But nah, it was just really good to me, like The Witch.
Okay, so I'm glad I've talked to you about this, because like, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me almost didn't want to see it at all, just because I was like, there's no way this movie is going to live up to the hype that people are trying to, which is why I am not a fan of hype. It's actually one of the main reasons why
I ruin it for you.
Yeah, because when you constantly hear everyone saying, oh man, this is the greatest thing that's ever been made in the history of ever, even if you know it's hyperbole, if you hear enough people say it, whether you actually believe it or not, is going to paint your perception of something in some way, like whether it's positive or negative.
Right.
And while I'm not one of those people that just buys into hype just sight unseen, like I need to see a little something. But just like, yeah, I don't know. I think people really need, I think people need to really chill on the hyperbole when it comes to, reviews. Like, and I would even go as far as to say, really across all media, but specifically in movies and television. Like, I remember there used to be this joke in the video game community, back in the day, and technically this is still true, but I remember I was watching, I think it was Attack of the Show, and they made a shot at IGN. Like, this was years ago, just to, because I'm talking about like Attack of the Show, like back in its heyday. And they said, oh, those websites that only rate games from 7 to 10, I don't do
What's
that.
this conversation about? Oh, we just bullshitting.
Yeah, we're just bullshitting.
We just bullshitting.
We really are. Like, it's like, we really haven't said shit. But no, but it is actually a way to kind of segue into what I was talking about, because that was one of the things that kind of pissed me off. Ooh, wait, hold up. So what's the last scary movie, most disappointing horror movie y'all watched? Oh my God. Honestly, Babadook. That was like, I went into Babadook expecting something.
There was one recently on Shudder that and it was, oh man, dude. I'm gonna bring it up later, but I'm gonna text Maneater and see if she remembers.
Yeah. I want to know.
Everybody was talking about this. Everybody was talking about this movie, and it was up there. It was like this movie and Long Legs and all this shit's coming out, and we watched it, and it was like, that was the dumbest shit. Maybe I could describe it. It was fuck man, what was it? Hold on. It's basically a zombie dude. And it's like a new movie. He's kind of like Jason a little bit. At the beginning of the movie, he comes up through the dirt and he slow walks and he kills somebody. And then he like slow walks and he chases after some girl. And he just slow walks the whole movie. I cannot remember what it's called, but I'm gonna tell you. Look, that movie was like a slow motion horror walker simulator. It was the worst movie I've ever. Like, I'm like it has some cool that's it right there. Ali got it. That's it.
Oh, and violent. I have not seen. Okay, that's why I didn't know what it was, because I haven't seen it. So, well, now that you've said it, I know I ain't watching the motherfucker. So
man, that shit is whack. Free or not, don't even bother. That shit was. You know what it had? It had dope ass kill scenes. Like I'll describe one. There's this one where he has these hooks on chains. He punches a hole through the girl, right? Punches a hole straight through her. Hooks her head right from the front. So he's standing in front of her. She's facing him. Punches a hole through it. Hooks the hook to her head. Takes the chain, pulls the chain through the hole in her body, and her body like cracks and folds over and kind of pulls her head through the hole in her stomach now, like a pretzel. Like up, back and through, and then kicks her off the cliff, and you see like the pretzel body in the front. I mean, okay, so the kills were dope. Yeah. But it was like you had to like wait like 15 minutes of slow walking. He never ran once and caught everybody.
Right. it would be like people telling me they watched 50 Shades of Grey for the dominatrix, like the BDSM scenes. It's like, dude, there's better BDSM out there, man. Just this is tame. No, I will say, and I saw Thirsty Man bring up Terrifier 3. This guy, these guys. These guys.
No, we're big Terrifier fans here.
Did you see the thing that I tagged you in?
The trailer?
No. The Spirit Halloween.
No.
Yeah, it's
it wasn't too expensive either.
No. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, for the low price of, I think, was it $199.99 plus shipping. Let me get that coupon out of here. You can purchase your own 6.2 foot Art the Clown animatronic.
That's wild.
That is like when Cynthia told me about it, I was like, yeah, it's like, we're getting that, right?
We got to cop it. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was like, that's happening.
Ooh, it even got Klarna on there. Yeah, do y'all know about Klarna? Do you all know? But I feel like Klarna is slept on. Okay, let me put y'all on game. If you look up there by that price and you see the little pink thing, it says Klarna. Okay,
Right
that
here,
motherfucker, that right there. Look what it says: interest free. Interest free. It's kind of like a better layaway because they still ship it to you. You have to apply, and if you get the 4 payments, don't put that bitch on a credit card, and and don't hurt yourself. Unless you're just balling like that. But shit, look at that. 4 payments of $50. You pay it out every 2 weeks. Done.
Dude,
that shit is nice.
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, like one way or the other, by hook or by crook, we're getting one. So just just know what's happening. Just know that it's happening. One day y'all might fuck around and see Art the Clown behind my ass in a video. Just don't be shocked. But to get us where we're going,
that's actually a good point. That's a good point. I'll put her right
I'm gonna have the motherfucker look, and I want that every now and again. I want that motherfucker go. And apparently, did you see? You can get the glasses. It comes with the glasses. From Terrifier 2, where he's in the I guess what is effectively a spirit Halloween store. Yeah. And he's sitting there. And he's like where he's like, it's all like. But he's got the glasses. He's got the little flower sunglasses. Yeah, you could. He comes with those.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
When I saw that Klarna, I'm definitely getting it. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, look, that's gonna be the easiest $200 I will ever spend, whether it's in installments or in one shot. Like there's I've spent more money on dumber shit. No, that's something that that's gonna be, not gonna lie, that motherfucker might get buried with a some bitch. Like, just be like, hey, can you just wedge that motherfucker into the dirt over my grave?
Yeah.
Wait, I won't have a grave. Never mind. I'm gonna be cremated, so it doesn't matter.
Klarna can affect your credit if you do too often because it'll shorten your average. Oh. I mean, that's I guess that's smart for youngins. Yeah. But let me tell you all something about me and credit.
This motherfucker.
We got a long history, okay? I don't ever stay out of debt too long. Shit.
Look, what Robo's trying to tell you is that he's like John Wick. Like when it's time to spend some money, that motherfucker is looking. He's like, I'm thinking I'm back. Like he's like, I'm back. But no, what we're going to be talking about. One of really the main thing. So franchises, we got Deadpool Wolverine coming out. It is out right now as we speak. And one of the things I've heard, I was talking about hype earlier, is that this movie saves the MCU, which I feel is the most common. I feel like that's the most common thing that I hear for any time that a Marvel movie comes out. Is this movie going to save the MCU? And it's funny because people are still talking about saving the MCU, even though they claim the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was going to save the MCU. And apparently that did not save the MCU. Whenever a movie whenever a movie is coming out, it's going to save the MCU. I literally, every single review I have seen is people say, it saves the MCU. That's cool. However, I think at some point, just like the Roman Empire, franchises have their day in the sun. And eventually they will fall. It just is. Not that I want it to fall, but I mean, eventually at some point, shit's gonna fall off. Westerns fell off. What was found footage? Kung Fu, yeah. You don't get Kung Fu movies like you get them over like from their countries of origin, but you don't get those motherfuckers imported over here like you used to.
In the 70s, 80s, everybody wanted a Kung Fu movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they literally made a fucking song about it. I was like, yeah.
Right.
Everybody
was doing it, too.
That's how wild it was. Everybody was doing the shit. Every franchise, every type of movie, it has its day in the sun, and it's, for better or worse, take it how you want to. What was it? When Fast and the Furious started, everybody was trying to have a Fast and the Furious style movie, because who remembers Torque or Biker Boys? or whatever. Like, there were tons.
Yeah.
They weren't cars, but I mean, they were both about people riding motorcycles, but kind of trying to do the same thing Fast and Furious was. Right. And the whole cinematic universe thing, like when Marvel took off with it, everybody else tried to get on the bandwagon, and really, I don't think we've really seen anyone do it particularly well, other than Marvel.
Definitely not DC.
Look, DC is hurting so bad they are now on their second attempt. Which by the way,
see what Gunn does.
Yeah. Speaking of real quick, I do want to say, want to pour one out, metaphorically. There was a crew member apparently who died on the set of the new Superman movie that was announced. This was announced today. So yeah.
So the accident or what happened?
Some kind of accident. Yeah, some kind of accident on set. I didn't want to look any further into it because the last time I did, I got completely and totally grossed out. So it was when I learned what degloving was. Yeah, exactly. So that said, okay.
Painful.
yeah. And it was their head. So go figure. Anyway, yeah, I'm wincing now just thinking about it. But no, there's lots of different types of Japanese remakes, Japanese horror movie remakes. That was an industry for like I think 5 to 8 years. And that
Grudge, Ring, Grudge 2, all of them came out.
Yeah, they did Pulse, they did Dark Water, they did One Missed Call. Actually, One Missed Call, I think, was the death nail. I think that was the nail in the coffin for that shit. Because One Missed Call was such an awful fucking remake. You started hearing about those motherfuckers less and less. I think they even did A Tale of Two Sisters, which was a Korean movie. But yeah, every
franchise still doing it like that one where it's and actually this movie was kind of good. What was that one where there's a sex worker? She does like an OnlyFans cam girl, and and there's like a spirit inside the thing and it's taking over and shit. That was actually pretty dope.
I thought it was gonna be dumb, that one.
But it was actually good.
I think that was one I can't remember if I ever talked to you about that one, but yeah, I saw it like this was like some months ago. But yeah, I saw it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I need to remember the name of it because I wanna add it to the library.
Cam.
Yes, thank you. We'll get, we're gonna get that after the show. So we can't download it right this second. But don't you worry about it. Oh,
he has a digital code that came with the DVD. Yeah.
I just and when I input it, I say, "Oh, sing along." All your hopes and dreams. I, for whatever reason, I always sing it when I put in the digital code.
Is that One Piece?
Yeah, it's One Piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know what the hell he's singing.
No, it's one of the. I think it's like the earliest theme of One Piece, actually. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, anyway, neither here nor there.
It tells you how many episodes of One Piece I've seen.
See, no, it's because I tried on multiple occasions because everyone's always like, man, you need to just give it another chance. Give it another chance. And every time I do, I'm just like, yep, still sucks.
Disappointed every time.
It still sucks. Like, you know our Nerd Not on One brothers, NSA Jose, Adam.
Yeah.
They always talk about it, and whenever I hang out with them, I always feel bad because they'll be like going off. Oh my God, you see the most recent chapter? Oh my God. Oh, dude, this scene right here. And like they'll be talking, and I'll just go walk off somewhere.
I remember seeing there's only one time I did get FOMO, and there was a headline that says that he's about to find the One Piece, that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, man, imagine if I had been watching this shit for 20 years, like how excited I'd be right now.
Oh man,
but I'm not trying to catch up.
Look, if it takes this long to find a One Piece, I don't want it. Okay, I don't want it.
Man,
look,
talk about edging,
man. Right? I'm like, look, instead of One Piece, call that shit Edge Piece.
Right?
Jesus Christ. But no, they're remaking the Running Man. Wow, that's lame. That's lame. I don't need it. I don't want it. Running Man is still a masterpiece. It still holds up to this day. There's no need for it. That said, right now the Marvel universe, it's kind of in that spot right now. Like we're at this point where how many actually, you know what? How many movies are we in right now? I think there's 30 something movies now.
Yeah. I'll have to Google it. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's
here I'm pulling it up now. I'm pulling it up now because
I mean, I just asked ChatGPT real quick.
He's like no. hey, chat God.
I'm actually starting to make myself nervous. I'm like, damn, am I gonna forget how to think? Because I'm like, I don't know. How many continents are there? Hey, ChatGPT, how many continents? How many
continents? He's like, wait, but you gotta check. You gotta check the validity. Yeah. By my count, there have been 30, like not including Deadpool and Wolverine. By my count, there's been 36 movies.
As of July 2024, there are 32 released, but it could be wrong.
Well, you know what? I'm actually, let me take that back. Not movies, just overall entries. But yes, because I'm including like the fucking TV shows because they're basically long movies.
Oh, okay,
but yeah. But you are correct. You are correct. See, it's closer to 32. But
ChatGPT is correct.
Yeah. Our Lord. Actually, no. You said it wrong. Our Lord and Savior.
Yes.
is correct.
Yeah. Hallowed be thy name.
Yeah. Hallowed be thy name. And because I want to have a birth on the ark when AI completely fucking annihilates us.
When Hal comes online. We'll see who's laughing.
Yeah, right. Look, hey, let me tell you something. I don't care. I'll be a tap dancing motherfucker. Like, man, Master GPT. Man, them's ain't my peoples. Use my peoples. That's gonna be me because I'm sorry.
Damn.
Y'all ain't about to have me. Y'all ain't about to have me out here. Out here working in the was it the Ethereum? Is that what it is? The Ethereum mines?
The silicon
mines.
What is the lithium mines?
Look, motherfucker gonna be like knee deep in not gonna be me. I'm too soft for that. I'm like, man. I want to sleep in the big house with the real peoples. Y'all have souls. Them humans out there ain't got no souls.
That's right.
Yeah, you ain't. Look, hey, getting used, man. Look, I saw the Matrix. I don't want all them holes in me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what. The day I saw the Matrix, the first day I ever saw the Matrix, and that scene comes up where they show Neo coming out of getting awoken from the little pod thing.
Mm-hmm.
When old boy Cypher betrayed them, I completely understood. I was like, nope.
Yeah, 100%.
I was like,
100%.
nope. Because I don't want to wake up to that. I'm sorry. That's the one part of that movie that to me is a fucking horror movie.
Right. 100%.
But
100%.
Yeah.
I'd be mad as fuck.
Bro.
I'm like, bro, I could have went to the Super Bowl. I could have, you know how many times I could have had sex? Like, you understand? I could have owned a dog. I could have had a house with a yard and threw a ball around.
Nope.
Because in that world, I don't know if you guys know, but grass still exists. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck are you waking me up for? Man, I would have been pissed.
Oh, no, I'd have been mad. I'd have been hot. Be like, look, see, I feel like Neo was sold a false bill of goods. He was sold a false bill of goods. Because I promise you, if Morpheus had been like, hey, look, okay, so real talk, we're gonna wake your ass up. But you about to see some shit. Like the world, like I know you want to come do all this, fancy pants, kung fu flying around, but here, let me put you on game about because I guarantee you Neo's answer would have been a little bit different. He'd be like, wait a minute. Yeah. He's like, do I have to keep the holes? Yeah. Like if he's gonna heal, or like, can I cover this up? Like, yeah, nah. But yeah, the point is that, yeah, after this long, you're going to reach a point where, first off, you're not going to please everybody. Like, and Marvel is already kind of past that point.
Yeah.
Marvel's past the point where they're no longer pleasing everybody. Everybody is going to be mad because some sector of your fandom is not going to feel like it's being served. For a long time, it was the female and people of color sectors that were not being served. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if y'all remember Phase 1. Phase 1, it was white. It was
pretty white.
It was wait, look, some of you who have been keeping up with my Ultimates videos, you know what I mean. It's pretty white. I mean, you every type of vanilla you could ever hope to see. Look at all that vanilla. That
white.
White. Like white. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit.
Whole milk Phase 1. So look, like don't let any of this, like, don't let look vanilla bean, original vanilla, old fashioned vanilla, homemade vanilla, everything. You literally had a Baskin Robbins that had all the flavors in the world, and every last single one of them was vanilla. You know, and then, you know, as we, you know, kind of, you know, moved along, started to kind of get a little bit better. I mean, you know, you had Black Widow, but I mean, she didn't have her own movie until the heifer died. So it was too late. So I think it's Elite X1 because he literally, like I said, because we fucking hive mind here. Was it Heimdall? We had Heimdall, but I mean, Heimdall ain't starring in no movie. He ain't got his own movie.
Yeah.
It was, everybody was kind of back of the
Jackson.
bus. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. But the thing is, everybody was back of the bus. Everybody was back of the bus as far as
no main characters.
Yeah. No. It wasn't until we got Black Panther and Captain Marvel we started seeing a little bit of a shift. And that shift caused a rift. Because suddenly the culture war came to Marvel. And that's kind of where a lot of the, you know, Marvel's quotey fingers downward trajectory starts. It's because, yeah, there were people who just decided that, I don't want it. Or, you know, people getting mad that, like, to the point people were calling it the MCU. Because, and I want to make sure I say this, because there were 2 properties. There were 2 entries in the MCU, or no, let me take it back. 3. 3 if you go by She-Hulk. Yeah, 3 entries of the MCU that were focused on women, while there was still like a staggering like 10 plus that were about dudes.
Hey, that's 3 too many.
Yeah, hey,
that's 3 too many.
Like, you got it's like Walking Dead. You got one. You got one.
Yeah.
Go on. Stop asking for more. Stop asking. You're asking for too much.
Now, I will say this much. I don't know if I want to give them too much credit to be attributing those fools to the downward, to the downward slope of these kind of movies. But I think there's a couple different groups out there. You know, there was that conversation about superhero fatigue and all that. But to talk about the bigger picture, I think a part of what's happening here is it's the same thing that's happening to comic books. Like one of the most one of the most common complaints that people have with regard to getting into comic books, what do they always say? I mean, Cypher was talking about it with you in the DMs. What does everybody always ask when they want to get into comic books? Where do I start? Where do I start? Jumping on points, all that stuff. And the longer we get into these movies, the more we're going to have trouble getting people who are like, okay, what movie do I have to have seen the other movies? And I think that when you start getting into the multiverse stuff, right? So this conversation is about big world, stuff, but really it's also about the idea of this multiverse stuff. And I think that when you start making things so complicated, that no matter what anybody else says, right? Because it'll only take one movie. Like, it'll just take one movie of them going, why is everybody cheering at somebody just came on? Who's that? Well, he wasn't. Everybody thought he died in phase 1, but he actually didn't die. He came back just now. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, that one, no, that character did die. This is a different character. He's from a different Earth, but they brought him back as a different actor now. And it's like, at some point, you're kind of like stuck with the customers that you built in 2011. With Iron Man and all that. So I think that's why it's good that they have these jumping on points like Eternals, which they're not doing a sequel for now, but but you know, maybe a bad example, but but you know, they're trying to make these
Eternals was
places for people to come in.
I mean, literally, Eternals.
You saw that peck.
Yeah. You know, this is Eternals was the birth of one of our greatest drops.
It's woke.
Yeah, that was the birth of one of our greatest drops.
Talking about?
Yeah, he was talking about Eternals. He was talking about Eternals.
Well, they had that whole like gay porn scene in the middle of the whole movie. The kids were involved and like watching it and like, and parents jumping to close their eyes. Like, what is going on? And it was just crazy. It was just crazy. I can't believe they just went so like disgustingly raunchy with it. Yeah. You know what the mistake was? Is that it was dudes. Like if they had just made it 2 women, then we'd be like, oh man, yeah, gay shit. I don't like that. Yeah, come on, I want to watch it again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that one is it. Well, but the only reason I will even give the Chuds any little bit of credence is because Marvel has been listening to them. Some of the decisions, some of the business decisions that they have made, a lot of them have been eerily based on Chud reactions. Like not so much like their like every announcement, but just like when they decide to pivot from something, it's usually because of criticism that came from one side. You know, a lot. Like honestly, I feel like Eternals suffered from that because, I mean, was the movie great? Or I won't say great, but was it perfect? I thought it was a great movie. I didn't think it was perfect, but no. I definitely thought it had its problems, and I will be the first one to tell you, I think it would have done better if it was a Disney Plus show.
Always.
But like, yeah.
I think they should just be Disney Plus shows now.
Well, yeah, no. It's honestly kind of hard to not make the argument.
Yeah.
For it.
I said this last week. Do the anime thing. Make a bunch of different shows. And then every now and then we get a movie that kind of culminates what we've been watching on TV. You know what I mean? That would be better. But I don't think. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying. Sorry.
Oh no. I was. My eyes keyed in on something that Deck It Out I put in the chat. That everybody focused on the gay peck, like, which by the way, it was the worst kiss I have ever seen committed to celluloid between a married couple. I was like, do these two people even love each other? Because I don't believe it.
Right?
Like honestly, if you told me that they were like just homies from college, like they're like, oh yeah, we used to be roomies back in old college days. We just happen to live together now, and we're just trying to help raise just trying to help my friend raise his kid. That's I mean, there's nothing gay going on between us. If you would have told me that was a story, I would have believed it. Because I was like, these dudes, I was like, that kiss. I was like, look, I'm not trying to be nasty, but man, I've given my grandma a better cheek kiss than that. I was like, he may as well have did the whole like, hey, let me stick my butt out a little bit because I don't want us to touch crotches. I
don't want us to dock by accident.
Yeah, right. Swashbuckle.
Oh shit!
Oh my bad.
Sorry, I hate when it has a. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I don't get it. Let's disconnect real quick.
Sorry. Apologies. But no, there was a whole cishet sex scene that was
straight up sex, yeah.
And I will be honest with you, a sex scene I was not expecting, considering that I took my daughter to go see it. And, you know, we've joked about this in the past, but you know, my daughter's name, also the name of the woman who was a part of, said coitus. So it was a little weird. Let's put it this way. It was a little fucking weird. Like, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, how dare they? No, I didn't really care about that part so much, but I was like, man, y'all really focus. Like, it shows me how much y'all focus on the wrong shit. Like, yeah, you got a whole like cishet, you know, sex scene, but you're focused on a peck that lasted less than like a nanosecond. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, that said, there's a lot.
We do.
Like, oh, go ahead. Oh yeah, we have a super.
We
chat,
do have. Just real quick, new money baby for the $1.99. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
What's good? Let's get them likes up, please, and thank you. Yeah, we got 130 some odd people, 60 likes. Yeah, you know,
I need that to come up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, sometimes clicking that like is, you know, it's hard.
It's
you
tough.
know, it's
tough.
Not everybody has the ability to do that. You know, it's a privileged thing. As my mom used to. My mom was the queen of passive aggressive.
Oh,
like never, ever. My dad would be like, Robo. He didn't call me Robo, you know, but he's like, get your ass in here and clean these damn dishes. I'm like, God damn! I thought I forgot. And then, but if it's my mom, okay, you know what? I guess I'll just do it. I don't do everything all day. I'll just stay up till the middle of the night washing dishes. You know, that's fine. You know, like, got it. I heard you. Okay. I'm coming.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Yeah. Look, I swear to God, it is just, it was Smoke ones that I might have to hit the elevator music. Man, I don't want to do it to y'all like this, but I'll do it. Don't make me. I don't want to have to, but I mean, I have it ready. But no, that said, to kind of get us, to kind of get us into the, to the rest of it is just the fact that, man, how I feel like there's people, and I don't know, maybe I might just be traveling in the wrong circles. I feel like there's people who have literally made hating the MCU their personality.
Well, it's how they pay the bills.
Well, yeah, that's, but it's like, man, that is not a character trait. Like that is not a personality trait. And there's people who think that it makes them like stand out as being like some thought leader. It's like, you're not a thought leader. You're just a dude saying the same shit that a bunch of other people who think that they're thought leaders are saying. Like, that makes you more sheeple than, than what you try to, supposedly speak out against. But for me personally, I think, Robo, you and I have talked about this kind of off camera, but my general opinion on MCU, comic book movies in general, but more specifically to the MCU, is it's rare. It's rare you'll see me say I don't like a Marvel movie. Like, it's just, I'm easy. Like, you got to be fucking bad. Like, I mean, like,
I liked Bloodshot. Come on.
Yeah. Dude, okay.
I'm like, damn, that's dope. Look, oh shit, he got back together. Oh shit, that's so dope.
His face.
The worst movie ever. Did not adapt the comic books appropriately. Like, that is not even how it's supposed. Oh my, shut the fuck up. His head got put back together. What do you want?
It's like his face literally did this and then did this and came right back. It's like, dude, how do you not love that? And there's other ones out there too. Okay, I will say this. There's one comic book movie I will tell you unequivocally I did not like. The Spirit. Okay. There, I said it. I didn't like the Spirit.
How about Rubber Ears Captain America?
Oh God, yeah, no, I didn't like that one either.
That's pretty bad.
Which, by the way, it's in the library. It's in the library. It is. Because I think we're gonna have a watch party one day. Like it's gonna be like a hate watch party is what we're gonna do.
Man. I already had one of those. That's how I watched it in the first place.
Yeah.
I'll be playing something. I don't know.
Like and that's kind of the thing. Like even when comic book movies don't like adapt the source material correctly, even then, because once I have come to terms with the fact that this is not a proper adaptation, I then move on to just judging the movie on its own merits. And at that point,
you let go of that part, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel honestly, you kind of have to. You kind of have to at a point. Like
that's what I did with the Joker. You know what I mean? Like I know we have our differences on the Joker, but one of the other complaints I've heard about it is like that's not the Joker. Like that's not. I'm like right. We know. It's another movie.
It's another thing.
It's not going to be the Joker from the comic books. Get it?
Right.
Hey, babe.
It's
all right.
Bet. He's like,
sorry. I'm always talking without muting the thing.
Oh,
and
you're good. He's like,
I got some steak. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay. I don't know how y'all feel about eating on camera, but I'm not above it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. But she says she's home and that food's in the fridge, and my stomach now has a
it's got
damn near amount of its own, and it's gonna be like, yeah. Yep. You know what? We probably should just wrap this up.
Yeah,
right?
He's like, this is,
right? I mean, like,
he's like, yeah, this is yeah. I think we no. Get the steak. But no, I even feel that way. The same way, the same energy I have for what was it? Oh, like Bloodshot. I have the same energy for like Green Lantern. Do I think Green Lantern is a good comic book movie? No. Do I think it's a dumb, fun sci-fi movie? Yeah. I can watch it. I can watch Green. Like I've actually watched Green Lantern more times than I would care to admit. But but when I watch it, I'm just like, yeah, my mind is just like, yeah, this is a terrible Green Lantern adaptation. But I mean, in and of itself. But I don't hate the movie. Like I'm not like for one, not that invested in Hal Jordan to begin with. But yeah, it's like, man, this is just it's dumb fun. It's dumb fun. I feel the same way about the X-Men movies. I don't think the X-Men movies are good adaptations of the X-Men. And I think half of them, maybe less than half of them, are good movies. Like, just in and of themselves. And, some of them are, less good than others. But I mean, I'm not. There's only like a couple of them that I'm just like, yeah, I'm never watching that again. Like when people say, oh, this is the worst MCU movie ever, like when the Marvels came out, people are like, oh, this is the worst Marvel movie ever. Eternals came out, oh, this is the worst Marvel movie ever. I'm like, dude, did y'all not watch Thor: The Dark World?
Right.
Like y'all.
Oh, you know what? I do. Okay. This is one that sometimes people agree with me, but this is actually, for some people, a hot take. I do have I hate this movie. Whenever we do the MCU runs, I cannot finish it. I try. I'm like, let me just put it on. I'm just like, I take it off every time. Edward Norton's the Hulk, Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
hate it. Hate it. And you know what? I don't even think it's like really for good reasons. It's because I had gotten, and you get Endgame, you get the seriousness of it, you get people dying, you have people having problems, and your best friend is brainwashed, and you got this motherfucker out here with green soda, get it, and then it's like green ties, and that's the bad guy. I'm like, just like, this shit is dumb as. I was like, I hate this whole thing.
It's silly. Like Incredible Hulk is like, there's parts of Incredible Hulk I like, but by and large, I recognize that it's not like a paragon of comic book movies. Like I'll be the first one to say it. Even like what was it? Oh my God. Not Spirits of Vengeance. I think that movie is terrible. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is terrible. The first Ghost Rider movie, I can find a little bit to enjoy in it if I have to watch it. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it, but if it is on, I will watch it and I won't be upset about it. But like, I know what it is on its face. So all of that was just an A to saying that I think a lot of people have selective memory when it comes to movies.
What about Madam Web?
Oh God, Madam Web is fucking terrible. It's not even a good movie on its own merit.
I haven't seen it. Is it in Blerd Plus?
It's in the thing. It's in the thing. Look, just. It's one of those like if I had to see it, everybody got to see it.
Yeah. Now that's a watch party we should do.
Oh,
that's a watch.
Yeah.
Because you know why? You know what's funny is I cannot even fathom. I can't even wrap my head around it being that bad of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I have literally never, not once. You know how like Suicide Squad, people are like, yeah, I enjoyed it. Like we talk about that. Like even the first Suicide Squad, I was like, fucking dude is a giant and blowing fire at his hands. That's whatever.
That's whatever.
And it's like, I have never heard one person said, yeah, I liked it. It's okay. I think everybody was overreacting. Every motherfucker that's ever seen that movie is like,
this is trash.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. And I can't even wrap my head around it. I'm like, damn, how could it be that bad?
I didn't even hate Morbius as bad as I hated. I didn't even really hate Morbius. I'll be honest, I didn't hate Morbius. I thought Morbius was just like a movie. I was like, this is a movie. This is what this is like that. And I think this is something that comes with age. This is something I think that comes with age. You reach a certain point in your life where you recognize that not everything exists in a hard set number or or in black and white. There's shades of gray. And that's kind of how I feel about like cinema. It's that a movie to me can be stupid. It can be insultingly dumb
and entertaining
at the same time.
Right.
And I will say this about both movies, Morbius and Madam Web. Morbius and Madam Web are movies that were made recently, but feel like they were actually made in 2003, which is impressive considering Madam Web literally takes place in 2003. Like the movie is actually set in that time frame and it feels like that type of movie.
Didn't get it. You just didn't get the cinematography. It was supposed to feel like it was from
it's like,
hey guys, we're gonna make this a bad movie because movies were bad in around 2003.
Yeah.
Of course, this is meta. You don't get it?
It feels like if you would have told me Madam Web and Morbius came out around the same time as Daredevil, I'd have believed you.
Damn.
I would believe you. I would 100% believe you.
I want you to answer this question and chat. Answer this question too. Now, you don't gotta be funny. You don't gotta double down. Be for real. Madam Web or Rubber Ears Captain America movie?
Ooh, man, that's a tough one, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's a
because I would never watch that Captain America Part 2 again.
Oh,
it wasn't even like funny good to me. I was just like, this is so stupid. Did he just steal that girl's car?
Yeah.
He just left her in the middle of the countryside. Okay.
He was a fucking thief. He was a fucking thief.
He stole no less than 3 cars in that movie.
It wasn't fuck Captain America, more like Captain Grand Theft Auto is what it should have been called.
Elite X1 chose Rubber Ears. Oof.
Man, dude.
Oof.
I'm not gonna lie. Madam Web is kind of that bad though. It's kind of and I will say too.
Maybe because you can laugh at the Rubber Ears movie.
I can laugh at the Rubber Ears. Yeah, you can't laugh at Madam.
I see.
There is nothing. There's nothing funny about Madam Web. There is also the fact that the villain is 80-yard in the entire movie is so fucking upsetting to me. Like, and I don't mean like, oh, I'm shocked and appalled because how dare they? But no, just like it's because I know. Like, I think Robo.
Wait, say it again.
So you know what ADR is, right? Like it's when they punch in. Like like when you watch a movie and a person is talking to somebody and they switch angles, so the person you can't see their face anymore or their mouth for whatever reason, but you still hear them talking, but for whatever reason it always sounds just a little bit different. or yeah, like, and sometimes you can even tell that just based on how their mouth is moving, you can tell they're not saying the words they're actually saying. The villain of Madam Web is not ever actually talking at any one point. He is 80 yard in the entire movie, even when you are looking at him. All of his lines are dubbed in. All of his lines. Why? Don't know. Do not know. Well, I tell you what, I know the actor has a bit of an accent, and maybe they felt that he needed to have a more American sounding accent, and maybe they had him go back and just dub him in later. I don't know. But I thought it was just
Pepsi
me.
killed the villain?
Pepsi did kill the villain, actually. Yeah. No joke.
Is that like a joke I would get?
No.
If I saw it?
Oh, no. You would like, if you saw the movie, you'd be like, wow.
If I hated Edward Norton's Hulk, I'm definitely gonna hate this movie.
Oh yeah, you would probably be mad.
Damn.
You'd probably be mad you wasted your time. But no,
I gotta watch it now.
Hey, it's in the drive. It's in the drive. But I will say this. I know a lot of people hate the Venom movies. I don't even hate those. I actually quite enjoy them.
I like them. I love old dude though.
Well, yeah, I like Tom Hardy, but I also like how silly it is because I'm not gonna lie, I don't need a grim dark Venom movie. I just don't.
No, I like it. I think it's perfect.
If there's
he's a dummy too.
Yeah,
he just wants to eat bad guys. Yeah.
It makes sense. Even like the whole part where he was like, "Thank you, one person over there." Like, and even I was like,
I love it.
I was like, I like that. Like, or even the what was it? I will say the most recent trailer. I'm a little worried for this one, but honestly, I know what I'm getting into. But like, there are parts in the trailer where like, where was it? Tom Hardy? He's like trying to scare the bad guy. He's like, "We are," and then the guy's like, "Venom!" And I'm like, and then he just keeps doing it. He's like, "Venom!" Yeah. And he keeps trying to just like, no. This time. Venom! And I was like, I'm not gonna lie. It's dumb, but it makes me laugh. Yeah. And I'm not gonna see it. I'm not one of those people who's like, I'm too avant-garde to laugh at such. This is beneath me. No, look, I'm a fucking child.
But some people, I don't know if it was like that, but I've seen a lot of complaints about the comedy, the way the MCU's been using comedy. I know that's not MCU, but it's like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's only one time that I agree, because Ragnarok, if we don't include Endgame and all that, right? Ragnarok's probably my number 1 and number 2 favorite. I fucking love Ragnarok because I love Thor anyway. Him jumping off onto the bridge, man, that shit give me goosebumps.
It was awesome.
But the way that Love and Thunder
got you
played comedy through my boy Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I was like, come on, man. This shit is supposed to be heavy. Like, I remember turning pages, getting the next book heavy. This motherfucker is mad. He is depressed. He's killing everyone.
I'm gonna tell you what actually pissed me off even more is that people are like, oh man, Christian Bale's performance. Oh my God, he was literally terrifying people on the set. I was like, that motherfucker looked goofy as fuck, and all his lines of dialogue, I felt like I couldn't take him seriously. At all. And I would even go to a lesser, even though I love Ragnarok, if there's any one criticism of Ragnarok I have, I wish they wouldn't have played up the death of the destruction of Asgard and some of the deaths that happen. I feel like those are played a little bit too much for laughs. But beyond that, I still love the movie. But like, yeah, I do feel like, I don't think that Marvel is always trying to be too funny too often, like all the time. But there are some minor moments here and there. Some are bigger than others where I feel like Marvel, they lean a little too much on comedy. Like, and you know what it is? I don't even think it's comedy. They lean too much on trying to meme. It's like they are prepping for
free marketing. Like, what scene can we put in here that's going to become a GIF forever?
Right. Yeah. Like, you know the best example. Y'all remember, what was that boy's name? Was it Antoine Dodson?
Yes.
The hide your kids, hide your wife guy. Like, cause then they like later
raping anybody out here.
Yeah. Like, if I remember correctly, was that not confirmed to have been a hoax? Like, was that not confirmed to have not actually been something that actually happened? Like, it was like a setup or whatever. But like, regardless of the case,
I remember hearing something like that, but I think it wasn't because I remember they had a "Where Are They Now" and he was talking about it. I don't think it was.
It might not have been, but like there have been people in the past where like because it got turned into a song and it became like meme worthy. But like there have been instances in the past where people have done that shit on purpose, knowing that would happen.
You want to hear sad? You want to hear a sad version of that?
What's that?
It's all about chasing them clicks.
Yes.
You ever see them dogs that like dance on 2 feet and they do the thing and like you get a bunch of clicks. It's so cute. Someone did an expose on them. Apparently, they just to get them to do that, and then
roll back just a second because you froze up on me for a split second.
So what they do is they abuse the shit out of these dogs to train them, to get them to be scared, to walk around on 2 feet and all that shit. Somebody got caught putting a. Am I freezing up? Is that my computer doing that?
Yeah.
Oh shit. But it's. Well, let me say real quick. I might have to just restart this thing real quick. But they threw the dog put it in the back, threw it in the river, started recording so that they can go grab the dog out of the river and be like, I can't believe somebody did this. Yeah, shit's wild. Lo tigre. What's up, El Cifer?
In the building. What's up, Pimp? What's up, Pimp? Here we look. That's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. Look, hold wait. I want to.
That boy's one mean motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me go ahead and make it a single screen. I'll let you know
I got you. Bam. Look, it's just me for right now, y'all. Booyah. But no, I guess without I'll wait till Robo comes back to go too much more deeply into this. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that at the end of the day, I personally think Marvel's fine. I think they're fine. I think people just need to are they inevitably going to crush under their own weight at some point? They kind of have to. And there'll be a down period where I know a lot of people think the movies are trash now. I don't think they're trash, but I do think that are there some movies that are better than others? Sure, of course. Duh. But yeah, I think that by and large, I think everything's fine. Just if there's any that one criticism being that they do lean into comedy just a touch too much. But I mean, I would actually rather them do that than be grimdark all the time, because I feel like that was probably more a direct response to the DCEU. How grimdark the DCEU was, where like even the movies themselves, they were so dark, the actual recordings of the movies, whatever, I don't know what LUT they used, but even those were like, it was dark, you just couldn't see shit. It was like, oh my god, like it all felt like that one scene in the Batman where he's getting shot at. Like every scene looked like it was shot in the darkest room humanly possible with no, like, it's like they shot under natural light the entire time is what they've been doing. That said, I do personally want to go back to, because I think we got, where'd it go? I thought I saw it. We might have to go back and grab it. But we do got one from, who is this from? This is from Stomp 10. Yes, from Stomp 10. Says, let's see, wait, where'd it go? I wish I could pull this back up. It literally just went away from me. But it says, who is faster, A-Train or Homelander? I don't know. I feel like Homelander's pretty fast. I would like to believe that A-Train is at least a little faster than him, but I don't know if we've actually seen any evidence one way or the other. So, I mean, it would be speculation on my part. And yes, you are correct. Y2 News, it was a DCU tried to be New 52. Yes. Yes, it did. It tried very hard to be New 52. so bad. It was I like a good grimdark superhero movie every now and again, but I don't think your entire universe needs to be that. I don't think that you need to have like grimdark every superhero ever. Like, I don't need grimdark Superman. I don't need grimdark Flash. I don't need grimdark Wonder Woman. I like my superheroes to be kind of uplifting. I think a little grimdark is okay every now and again, just for a tonal change. But I feel like that tonal change should mean something. Like, case in point. Even though technically the entire movie isn't this way, I felt like the Spider-Man Homecoming, No Way Home, Far From Home, all that stuff, I thought those did a really good job of it. Because, Homecoming was for the most part pretty lighthearted affair, despite the fact there are some darker tones in that movie. I thought that Far From Home was pretty good, despite the fact there's some darker moments in that movie. But when you get welcome back, but when you get to No Way Home, that movie takes a little bit of a darker turn, but rightfully so. Like, I think it's done well. But when you play everything for laughs, it's kind of hard to, take the whole thing seriously. Here, welcome back. He is back. That said, you
want to take us out?
the way it sounded. I mean, look, you were talking about steaks earlier.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have to run. Like, you know what? I gotta restart anyway. Let me go get a quick bite. Damn, that feels good.
I mean, hey, look, I ain't mad. I wouldn't be mad at you. I would not be mad at you. It's because truth be told, a little hungry myself. So let me see. Let me.
We just knew by the news, by the amount of shit that this is gonna be a short one anyway.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah,
110 million%, because it was one of those that we were actually like, I'm gonna pull the curtain back just a little bit. We didn't decide what we were going to talk about till literally not too long before we went live. We were just like, and the thing is, the beauty, and this is kind of the beauty of what we do, is Romo and I can talk about anything, pretty much. I don't think there's too much we can't talk about. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter what the topic is. It's really just a matter of being like, okay, do we need to? It generally comes down to, okay, what do we need to prepare? Do we need anything? Do we need any assets? Do we need any receipts? Do we need that? That's really the more, to me, that is the more painstaking part of the choosing what we're going to talk about process. Because like the talk is easy.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I can hear myself, I'm going to love it.
Yeah. So I guess, you know what? I tell you what, real quick, just because I know we said we were going to do this last week, because we did kind of we slipped up a little bit. You know how we do.
Oh yeah, we got a double feature.
Yeah, we got a what's funny is every time I hear double feature, do you know how bad it triggers the I don't want to say trigger because it makes it sound like I get angry. I don't. It awakens the Rocky Horror Picture Show fan in myself.
Okay.
Because one of my favorite songs, I know a lot of people who love Rocky Horror Picture Show. Everyone has their favorite songs. I have quite a few favorite songs from Rocky Horror, but my actual favorite song of the whole musical is at the beginning of the movie. So. And that's the science fiction double feature. It is whenever I hear the term double feature, the song starts playing in my head. So
yeah. I know how you feel, because nobody can say the FTC around me ever.
Yeah,
ever. It's just automatic. Like I gotta hum it.
Yeah,
like it'll be like a little vein will pop up. Let me be so. Okay, yeah. The FTC. Okay. All right, sorry.
Well, and it's crazy too, because I literally was just watching it the other day, and I wasn't watching it to watch it as like the whole movie. I wanted to kind of run through my favorite parts, and then cut it off. Like, so I literally watched the very beginning. I watched the Damn It Janet song. I listened to the Time Warp, Just 7 Days I Can Make You a Man. And I think there was one more song after that, and then I cut it off. I was like, all right, that's it. Get the shit out of here. Pack it up.
Man, I'm never gonna be that. I'm never like. Listen, do y'all hear how I describe movies and the actors who play them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, Venom, yeah, but that old dude, I like old dude. That guy who plays him, the guy, and I gotta wait for Ernie to be like Tom Hardy.
That guy.
That's exactly the guy I was thinking of. But it's gonna be old girl from that one movie. Or whatever, man. If you had said, first of all, I think I've seen it like once when I was little, and I've never seen it again. But what's that one? This is how I be. My favorite song is that one. It would be that, right? That you know what? Ernie will be like, oh yeah, that's 3 Sundays for the Moon. Yeah, actually, that is a remake. They didn't go with that song the first time they looked, but
it's funny because it's kind of slick through.
it's information just popping out.
It's I don't know what it is. Like my memory is real good with bullshit. Just stuff that's like actual real important shit, like stuff that I should like that is important to my livelihood, to my relationships with my family, my wife, my kids. That shit is up in the air. But you ask me about a movie I saw like 20 years ago.
Breaking it down.
Yeah, I can give you everything. I can give you the whole store.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw television said what was it? Talk about the Ava Tyson. Okay, so full disclosure, I slick thought about talking about it, but I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the Mr. Beast chick?
Yeah. That shit would have been a deep dive that would have been very depressing to me. I actually,
the reason why, because usually what'll happen, folks, is Blerd likes to be like a more positive person, and you just look at Left Face and the shit I talk about, like, I'm weird. I'm like, nah, that's just depressing. I'm like, yeah, right. Oh, bad. Okay, yeah, no, we don't have to do that one. Yeah. But this one, I was with them. I was like, I don't know. But it's also because, and not to say there's any defense for her or anything.
No.
But every time I look at it, it's something new that's come out. Or somebody said, oh, this person ended up admitting they were lying and da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, but Mr. Beast said he hired somebody and he saw what he saw and he had to let her go. And I'm just kind of like, I do have some shit to say with regard to, well, maybe if it's still a thing next week, maybe we'll talk about it. But
I want more information to come out first before I.
But I will call out these motherfuckers that want to be all over everybody's ass.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're gonna cancel her? Like, bitch, you are only saying that because she's trans. You know what I mean? You're mad that everybody got mad at your boy for fucking trying to hook up with a freaking 14-year-old, and now this is like it's so wild to me that they just have no principles. Like, this is their way to get us back. First of all, I don't even know who this girl is. I don't give a fuck about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna hurt my feelings.
I didn't know who Ava Tyson was until like maybe a month or two ago.
I remember there was drama last year about her transition.
Actually, that's what it was.
Because
it was because of her transition. That's the only reason I know.
You think I know the supporting cast of Mr. Beast? I barely know Mr. Beast.
Look, if Mr. Beast wasn't as popular as he was, I'd have no clue who he was. Anyone who's tangential to him, even less.
I'm saying
it just is
like,
what it is.
Oh man, not Chrissy K. Chrissy K got involved too. I mean, that's just so funny. Dude. I'm like, who are these people? Yeah, why do you know them?
That's like when the Cody Co shit was popping off. I was like, I have no clue who this person is. Like, I know who Dr.
Cody Co, because of my kids are, but when kids like him, he's a good dude. Oh, there's drama with him?
Yes.
Don't get me started.
There's he fucked up. He did fuck up. Yeah, he fucked up.
What happened?
He got some allegations.
Sexual assault, harassment.
Yeah. I'll send you some links. Yes. Cody Coden.
Is his wife staying with him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Man, they were so awesome. Like, you think they had the perfect relationship. Dang.
You know what it is? It reminded me of, did you ever watch that that Ashley Madison documentary that came out? Did you ever watch that?
Ashley. Yes. Yeah. I got a story about that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, so do you remember the guy that was on there? The one who was like a social media influencer, like he was the one who like was talking about how he lost his wife and family or whatever because of and how like he was basically faking the funk that he was like perfectly happily married Christian male, and him and his wife had this perfect marriage, but lo and behold, this motherfucker was on Ashley Madison for like years. So I've come to find that's a running theme with people whose relationships are
the more perfect you appear.
Oh yeah, the more like it was kind of like what, and not for problematic reasons. I think it's why the Jada Pinkett Will Smith thing kind of blew up the way it did, is because prior to their relationship stuff becoming like incredibly public, I would even dare say too public, everyone had this perception that they were like a perfect couple.
Right.
And they just like,
power couple.
Yeah, they were a power couple. I remember a time when Will and Jada were relationship goals. And now motherfuckers look at me like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Like it's crazy to me. But like, yeah, whenever I see a perfect couple, I'm just like, are you though? Are you?
I think we talked about this. I don't remember if it was like it was here or Left Face. Probably here, since I stream on Left Face once a week. But it's
wait a minute.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Sorry.
I tell you, if you on Facebook, oh yeah, that's it. Will and Jada love. That's a verse.
Yeah.
I want that Will and Jada love. Yeah. Do you though?
Yeah, because wasn't that J. Cole? Wasn't that that's a J. Cole lyric, ain't it? Shit. That Jada and
all
that
I know is
Will love.
But here's the thing, though. I tell people all the time, you will never see me being super duper extra on social media. And maybe on anniversary and birthdays, give your love out, but just randomly, the love of my life, and I don't deserve her. Let me tell y'all something. Here. If you ever see me talking on social media about how I don't deserve my wife, you better know automatically I got caught fucking up or something.
Yeah.
Automatically. They'll be like, damn. It's going to be like this beautiful picture of my beautiful wife, and it's going to be like, she is my moon and stars or whatever. Everybody can be like, that's sad. That's fucked up. Can't believe he did that to her.
Man, dude,
I don't know what it was, but it probably was pretty bad.
I mean, I don't even really talk about, I talk about my relationship like kind of tangentially here, but I don't.
Yeah.
My wife and I have the kind of marriage where like we're affectionate to one another, but we're not like, we're not sickly sweet lovey dovey. Oh my god, ooh, oh my god, ooh, ooh, oh my god. Yeah, we're not like that. We're
even if you were, I still don't get it. It's still not an excuse to me.
No,
because you are like that with each other because that's how you guys are. You guys feed off that. Talking to, if people are like that, if you're like that, that's cool. It's all different kinds of personality types, right? If you are that like cupcaking all day, every day, and that's how you guys are, cool. But we all know what social media is for.
Yeah.
For me, it's to bitch, right? I just want to bitch. I got a place to vent my anger and just bitch about everything, right? That's where I'd go. But it's really a sort of performance. Not to say it's fake, but it's for me to be angry. Aren't you guys angry with me? Right?
Right.
I'm trying. Why am I putting out love this way into the cyberverse, right? When my love's right here. There's only one reason for that. It's to perform. That's it.
Yeah.
It's always to perform. Like, nah, that's not real. Something's going on in that household.
No, it's church politics as far as I'm concerned, because like it's a the people I used to always see like pretending to be the holiest rollers, they were usually some of the most sinninest motherfuckers I ever met. And I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about couples. People who like are trying to like parade their relationship around as though it's the greatest thing ever. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. There are probably some people out there who legitimately do that shit and they actually mean it. But 9 times out of fucking 10, I'm usually like, all right, what's going on in y'all shit? I said, one of y'all cheating. One of y'all is cheating, or y'all like are just doing this shit to keep your parents off your ass.
I gotta make an exception. Hold on, time out. Because she has made me do this before. Either it was because I'm trying to make her like not mad at me and not take her old last name back, or she's in her head and she's like, how come my friends' husbands always talk about their wives, but you never talk about me? You want me to make a post? I'll make a post right now. I'll make a post. She calls my bluff. Okay. Here, I'll send you some pictures to post.
Here, I'm like,
okay, yeah.
You look at the pictures. You look at the picture. You be like, I gotta post this one.
Yeah. Now with her, she's gonna send me the. Oh, that's true. If it's me, it don't matter what I look like. I'm like, how come? What? How come with you get mad at me if the angles aren't right, if I don't take it just right? But you never. All I need is one thing out of you.
Yeah.
Suck it in a little bit. Just suck it in a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all I need. If you just say, hey, no, can you just like suck it in just a little bit? Okay, there you go. Bro, I gotta get out a protractor. I gotta freaking figure out where the sun is. I gotta be out there, Galileo and shit.
You gotta bust out the ring light. You gotta get the ring light. But my wife can never. Yeah, exactly. I got 6 ring lights in the trunk just because maybe there's a picture to be taken. But my wife can never tell me suck it in. Not once. Well, just like, baby, why didn't you tell me my shit was like out here like this? Like,
my shit is like all bulging out and shit. Obviously, I was bloated that day,
right?
But I had a high salt day, but still, what's wrong with you?
It's like why? Like why? Why? But no, I will say too, just AI, those pixie ain't shit. While it's fresh on my head too, I saw someone bring up the Yasuke stuff. We were gonna talk about the Yasuke stuff. I think I'm gonna save it for next week, because I think we're gonna save it for next week, because that's when I know we can kind of go long on and.
When you don't have a caffeine headache.
Yeah, when I don't have man, oh my God. Yeah, so Lord. I need a secretary. This is what I need. If my wife doesn't find a job soon, that's gonna be her job. I'm just gonna start paying her to be my secretary.
I'm saying.
It's like you take my calls, you take my emails.
Don't just make sure it doesn't get cut into like the budget for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be like, by the way,
mm-hmm.
If we have any content creators in the chat, just know your boy's an editor, okay? I could do a little something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Left Face Media LLC, registered in the state of Georgia. I got a business PayPal. I take a Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Just hook me up. If you know somebody who's looking for an editor. robo@leftface.tv is my email.
Just saying.
Right.
And I can
I get paid. I'm trying not to go back to a real job.
Hey,
I don't think this disability is gonna keep up with inflation. These fucking groceries are kicking my ass. And if I have to do Uber, I'm mad.
Oh my God. I can tell you right now, like I've never done Uber personally, but Cynthia did not Uber proper, but she did like Uber Eats, DoorDash and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
And she fucking hated it.
I bet. Is it even worth it? I heard the money is like you barely break even on gas and all that shit.
You have to be a delivering motherfucker.
Yeah, see, fuck
Yeah,
that.
you got to be a delivery motherfucker. You got to be like,
I'll deliver as much as I stream. That's what I know me.
y'all look one delivery a week.
Yeah. Hey, what you want? Hey, gotta make it good. You better make it good. I'm not double dashing shit. What you talking about? You said Walgreens. I'm going to Walgreens. You better put it in a different order. Nah.
Wait, R. Callie said it. R. Callie said it. Real jobs are so ghetto. Don't do it.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Bro.
Man, let me tell you something. This sounds like a joke. But it's not. Maneater saw Office Space for the first time in her life. And by the way, she loves Simpsons and Futurama. She got so many references that she's never got in her life. Oh, they did that in Simpsons. Oh, yes, it's Office Space. Yeah. She's getting all these references now. But I watched that movie, and I'm not even kidding. Like, I know it's a comedy, but it resonates with people for a reason. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm never going back to work. We will just be poor. If that is like the make or break, right now we're comfortable. We're not poverty. We're comfortable. No. But if something were to happen where it was like, hey, now you need to get a job or else we're gonna be hurting, but then I guess we're hurting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's join in. Let's be a part of the revolution. Right? I'm not going back to work.
So I'll tell you this much.
No, she loves King of the Hill. That's the funny thing about these things. I talk about like what she hasn't seen, and people are like, "Oh, she's too young for you." Da da da. I'm like, no. She's watched every single Simpsons, every single King of the Hill. She loves Futurama. She thinks the old ones are better than the new ones. But this is random things. You know what else you saw for the first time the other day? Back to the Future. First time.
Okay.
And you know what she said? Wow. She said, "This is like Rick and Morty." I was like,
lo and behold,
yeah,
what Rick and Morty was supposed to be.
Right.
It's funny to me too because I had a similar conversation with Cynthia because the new Beverly Hills Cop had come out. Axel F. My wife has never watched Beverly Hills Cop before, any of them.
Okay.
So like the whole time, like we're watching, it was kind of the same thing. She was like, "Oh, that's where that song comes from." I was like, "Yep." You
don't even know how many times on road trips where we get to listen to what I want to listen to, and we start getting into the 90s. Because so she was born in 87. So she has a little bit of the 90s, but when she says 90s, she's talking like 98, 99.
Yeah, late 90s.
She really thinks she's talking about early 2000s.
Like, yeah.
So when I play my 90s, I don't know how many times, at least 4 or 5 times now, she goes, "That's from the Drake album." I'm like, "No, it's from this album." And actually, this is not from this album. This is from a 70s song that they sampled.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. No,
Man.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like that for me with a lot of 80s stuff. Because there's stuff that's like, where I come in when I talk about 80s, I'm usually talking more like mid to late 80s, not so much early 80s, even though I have gone back enough that I can be like, okay, yeah, early 80s too.
Familiar, right, yeah. That's why it's hard for me to consider myself a Gen Xer, because I was born straight up on the dot. I'm always saying the same shit over and over again. I swear to God, I said this last time. But yeah, I'm not going to repeat myself. But I mean, like, these motherfuckers out there, I saw a TikTok trend, for example, was like, they said, "Here's a test." Well, first of all, it worked. Okay, it did work, but that's not the point. It's like it was that Elton John where like it does the song and then it gets to the part and goes do.
Oh yeah.
He did or some shit like that.
Yeah. Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, you're Gen X if you had to do that. I'm like, okay, listen. Yes, I did know that song. And yes, I did the thing. I was 4 when that song came out. Okay, that is not my generation song. No. That's your generation song. We happen to both be Gen Xers, but you were listening to that shit when you were 11, 12, 13 years old.
I was still
Yeah. I mean, I had just stopped shitting my pants like a year and a half before that. So, nah, I can't, you are not my people.
No, it's I grew up loving Phil Collins, but it was one of those things I had to recognize that it wasn't new when I encountered it.
Right.
For the first
your
time.
Dad's, your uncle's listening to it. You're hearing most 80s songs is because I'm hearing adults hear it. Yeah, 100%.
Right. No, that's 100%.
R. Kelly. We don't bother anyone. Nah, man, I'm Gen X too. I'm one of you guys.
I mean, but I will also say too, for just for because I don't want anyone to say we never do this. Real quick, because we do actually have a question. This is from Qdoma. It says, "Hello, nerds of culture. Hope all is well in your worlds. How do you feel about Hasbro?" Ooh, this is gonna be spicy. About Hasbro buying YouTube content creators. This is the first I'm hearing about it. They said, "I have a mixed feeling on it myself, because that company is trash in my eyes." Yes, they are. But I understand that
buying content creators. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But they said, but I understand that some folks need the money. Lots of hate comes from people online about content creators tossing in their lot with Hasbro. I am sure if Marvel started doing it, many would jump at it. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Okay. Full disclosure, this is the first I've heard about anyone getting bought by Hasbro. Content creators. Man, if Hasbro were a better...
at leftface.tv.
Yeah. He's like this motherfucker.
Just make it off. I won't even negotiate.
he's like, I'm good.
I won't even counter offer. I'm here.
No,
I'm
sounds
for sale.
Good. Sounds good. but no, I will definitely say for me, I'm not against the idea of people throwing in their lot with corporations because, I mean, let's be real. Everybody's in this business to make money.
Everybody. If you're a partner on Amazon, then on Twitch, then you threw in your lot with Amazon. Like, there's no way around it if you're trying to make money.
Oh yeah, and like I said, and if you're monetized on YouTube on any level, you threw in your lot with
then
Google.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you're lining. It kind of goes back to a conversation I think we had in your Discord not too terribly long, about a couple of weeks ago. That like if you have any scruples about you putting money in the pockets of big business, big tech, whatever, don't be a content creator. Don't be a monetized content creator because you're going to be lining their pockets.
Nah. You can make friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't use the internet to sell it though.
Nope. You
gotta be on the street. You know what I'm saying?
In the heat
by the stoplight. Yeah.
No, I gotta be in air condition.
Being like the border crossing by TJ, if y'all know what that is.
Ooh.
You know, just walking up and down the aisles and just shaking the little friendship bracelets.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I do what I do because I love it, but I also do it to make money. Because I don't want to ever go back to working a normal job.
You need it to eat, right?
Yeah, like I don't ever want to go back to working a normal job because, as y'all said, that shit's ghetto. Which, by the way, I do want to say real quick. This is something I wanted to say earlier, but I'm going to interject you here before I forget it again. There's a dude who tried to flex on me on social media this week, basically trying to say that I was basically a worthless American because which kind of let me know this was some kind of like bot from overseas or some shit. But basically because I don't do anything worthwhile. Like I don't work a real job like he does. And it was funny to me because I was like, you know what? I was like, while we disagree about everything else you're talking about, we do agree on one thing. What I do is not a real job, and I consider myself incredibly lucky to do what I do. But that said, in the same breath, this motherfucker was bragging about how he didn't have time to spell check or grammar check the tweet he initially sent me. That was just it was one long run-on paragraph. And I basically said, I was like, okay, grammar. I was like, I'm not reading all that.
You think I got time to do a period and a comma? I got a weld tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no.
I gotta go lay some pipe down. And not in the good way.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Not in the good. If I use periods, I don't get shit done. Okay.
Oh no. He fucked me up see, this is where I got him. I was like, I said, what the fuck kind of slave job are you working where you only get a 10-minute break? Because I was like, I thought it was 15. I thought you got
10 minutes is
minutes.
more than enough time for 3 or 4 periods. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I was like, yeah, I was like, what the fuck slave job you working where like they only let you like I said, damn.
Oh, he's the sloth. He's the sloth of the DMV.
It's gotta be. That's gotta be what it is.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
But it was hilarious to me. But like that slow realization of the joke 10 minutes after, like, oh, there you go. But no, but no, I'll be honest with y'all. If Hasbro, and I'll be real with y'all, maybe not, even with Hasbro, I would be a little hesitant because I know how Hasbro is quick to just drop shit. But depending on the nature of the business arrangement, I would work under the assumption that, like, I would probably still be doing my own thing, but just be doing shit for them too. As long as I was allowed to diversify just so much in the sense that, oh, well, you're going to be making content for us, I could still make my own shit. If I could still make my own shit, I'd be fine with it, though I imagine they probably wouldn't allow that.
What if they said 500K 3-year contract exclusivity?
Oh, man, I'm not going to lie. I probably would do it. I would probably do it. Like if I got, but no, I want my shit.
You a lying?
Yeah, look, hey, I'm going to need some guarantees, though. I'm going to need some upfront money. Like, I'm going to need, like, some of that money up front. But no,
sign-on bonus, the whole thing. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to lie. Dude, let me tell you something. Y'all like to call me a Marvel shield. Like I'm a Marvel shield. Dude, let me tell you something. If Marvel walked in right now and said, hey, Blerd, we like your content. Hey, we want you to make videos for us, like, exclusively. You can't talk about indie comics. You can't talk about DC. You can't talk about Image. All you can talk about is Marvel books. I'm going to tell y'all right now.
Easy.
Yeah, that'd be the easiest yes I'd ever said in my life. I would still be like, hey, get them indie books. But yeah, y'all would never see, like I would do it. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, yeah. I mean, would it be sacrificing my integrity? Sure. Sort of. But
is it though? You're just changing up the content. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, here's the thing. I also recognize you're never going to please anybody. Because I literally had somebody tell me the other day, they were like, and I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. I'm not roasting, but I'm just saying that, like, we were talking, they said, oh, I watch all your videos. And then in the next breath said, well, they don't watch my Marvel stuff. They hate Marvel, but they watch my DC videos. And I literally cracked the joke. And I was being funny when I said it. I don't know if they took it that way. But I was like, oh, so you must watch like one video a month. Or like one video every 2 or 3 months. And they were like, well, yeah, kind of. I was like, okay. I was like, but here's the thing is, I was like, you know what? I told him, I said, I appreciate your honesty. Because I can't tell you how many times people try to tell me that they love my work so much that they watch every last single one of my videos, but could not tell you anything I've done a video about.
Man, like, I am your actual friend, and I don't watch every single video.
Right?
Okay?
No, and
so
I
you
don't
know
expect
they're
you
lying.
to. Yeah, no, like I do, and I want to make that clear. I don't expect anyone who watches my content to watch every single fucking thing I make. I just want to make that clear.
Right.
But like
there's shit that pops out, right, yeah,
right. There's gonna be things, but like I'll be the first to tell somebody, like, yeah, I would love to have a. Like, yeah, if a company came to me and said they were willing to put me on the payroll and I had to change the way I do my content just in terms of what I talk about, I would do it. But I mean, I would also hope that I would be allowed to still. And here's the thing: there would be only one thing in a contract for me, other than pay. There'd be one thing in a contract for me, and I don't care who it is, whether it's Marvel, DC, Image, whoever. If a comic company came to me and said, "Hey, we want you to do this," the only caveat I would have is am I allowed to be honest?
Oh, right.
Like, am I allowed to be honest?
No, you're exactly.
Am I just because I'm not gonna name names. I'm not gonna name names. 'Cause I'm not trying to make it hot, but I have seen some people in the past who have been contracted to do work for certain companies, and I have seen them literally change their opinions on a fucking dime about things I know for a fact they do not like. So
Comics Explain is gonna do all that. That's wild. Nah, blah.
Nah, it ain't Rob. But no,
I'm kidding.
But no, it's funny to me because like, yeah, I don't. If I'm allowed to be honest, then yeah, sure, I'll fucking do it. But
that's the only time you were gonna be talking about integrity at that point,
right? Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna pretend like
right.
Y'all know how I feel about, because I've talked about it on Blerd Cave. I've talked about how I feel about the DC all-in, the absolute universe. I've been very vocal about that. Especially if you follow me on Twitter, I've been very vocal about it. I literally did an entire thread talking about it and saying, hey, this is what it is. And if you are mad about you black and brown characters not getting shine, here are all the creators you can go check out. These are all people who I recommend. I have done that. That said, if they told me, hey, you can't talk about how white the Absolute Universe books are, you can't talk about the Justice League only having like one black character on it or no black characters on it. If they told me that, I would be like, then no. I would, or we need to renegotiate. Like, I'll tell you what, I would be willing to sacrifice my integrity if they gave me significantly more money.
Again, though, hold on.
Yeah,
I think there's a thing there that you're talking about where one thing is sacrificing your integrity and the other one is altering your content.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And to lie and say something is great because you're told to, that's integrity based, right?
Yeah.
But to abstain. You know what I mean? I think people do that shit every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like let's say we got into a position for real, where we did have to go. And I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll get into retail. You know what I mean? They're you know, like, hey, is this place any good? Nah, this place sucks. And you know what I mean? I would never buy clothing here. And then I get fired. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got my integrity. Like, no, you're just dumb. You know,
you're just dumb. Yo, that's exactly what I would do though. I wouldn't lie, but I would abstain from giving my opinion. Because I tell people all the time, I do this every day. If there's something I don't like, guess what I don't do? I don't talk about it. I mean, I might roast it every now and again, or I might talk about it behind closed doors, like off mic. But like, if you're talking about me making content for it, I'll just be like, I'd be like, I'm gonna say, no comment. No comment.
Yeah.
Like if you ask, like if I was working for Marvel and they asked me, and once again, I'm exclusively contracted by Marvel, and they said, hey, what do you think about gods? Yeah, no comment. What do you think about what do you think about Blood Hunt? No comment.
So you got to be smarter than that though, because no comment is already negative. That might hurt you. That might hurt. You got to be like, no, this is what you got to do. You got to be smart. You're like, what do you think about gods? Gods? Let me tell you something. What I love about the comic book industry is there's literally something for everyone. And you should check it out. I would never tell you not to check it out because you might love it. And you know what I mean? You start doing this thing and then you walk away and you're like, that motherfucker didn't answer the question, did he?
Wait a minute. Have we been watching too many Republican interviews?
Debates?
Debates? It's like, wait a minute. Like,
I don't think that motherfucker answered the question.
Right? Like, no, I answered the question. I said there's something for everybody. I think that, you know, if you
absolutely answered the question. You just don't like the answer.
Yeah. No. Do you think that do you think that the Ultimates is too white? Well, see, that's the funny thing you mentioned, because I feel like, you know, we have so many amazing characters. Yeah.
Diversity is very important.
Yeah, it's very important.
I was actually very pleased to see how many like if you look at lately, I'm looking at the Spider-Man movies. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Just great.
Yeah.
A lot of culture, a lot of brings a lot to the table.
But wait. But that doesn't answer our question about the Ultimates. Yeah, no, it does. That's what I was talking about.
I love I think it's a great thing. I have faith in the writers. One thing Marvel is good at picking a good team. And let me tell you, that creative team is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, this is, of course. Are you gonna so what would you rate it? Like a 10 out of 10? Or like 1 out of 10? Like how would you rate it? Well, I mean, I think the ratings, honestly, I think the ratings aren't fair because ratings don't tell the whole story. I think personally that you can't really put a number on this book. I think this book is better than that. And I would say if you want to put a rating on it, I think if you want to put a rating on something, I think you should look elsewhere to other comics that are just, playing it safe, staying in the mold and you know who's the only rating you should care about? Yours. Yeah.
And that's me personally, I don't like when people give me ratings at all. But isn't this a review channel? It is.
Well,
it is. And all I'm just trying to tell you is read it. Read it yourself.
Yeah, read it yourself.
And you get back to me. I want to hear more what you have to say. Right. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I got to get out of here now. Sir, you're live. We're not a...
Yeah. It's like, can you cut the camera, please? Can you cut the camera?
Change the scene two now.
Change scene two. But no, that would be me. That would honestly have to be how I moved if that was the case. But yeah, I can't speak to the people who did it. I can't speak to the people who cut deals with Hasbro. I'm still a little salty with Hasbro because they laid off their entire D&D, their Dungeons and Dragons liaison team. That worked closely with Larian Studios on Baldur's Gate 3. And when I say they fired, I mean they fired everybody. They've had layoffs all across the board. So yeah, that's why I would be a little iffy with them. But yeah, if someone long story short, yes, if someone reached out to me, if I thought the deal was good, if I thought it benefited myself, my family, and anyone who was within my orbit, people like Robo, Carter, people who would monetarily be affected by my decision, if it benefited all parties involved, I'd be a liar if I said that I would be like, oh no, I'm too good, I'm too pure for exclusivity deals.
It depends on the money. Shit,
yeah.
We wouldn't be friends if we stopped you from it. Hey,
right?
I'm gonna tell you something. Look, let me tell you something. If you ever came up to me and you said, man, bro, we had a rough day, my wife's pretty mad at me. I'm like, what happened? It's like, well, Disney had a deal for me. They wanted to give me $300K for a 3-year contract. And I turned them down. And I'm like, what? Why'd you do that? For you. I said, the only way I'm taking this contract, if I could take my boys with me. And they said they didn't have it. And so I turned it down. I promise you, the next thing words out of my mouth, I'm like, you are a stupid motherfucker. Why the fuck did you do that?
Look, because Robo knows how that conversation would really go. That conversation would be like, look, man.
Hey, good luck.
Look, I'd have been like, hey, yeah, Disney hooked me up with 300. They put 300 racks on my name. They said I couldn't take you with me, but man, I'm still gonna fuck with you. So look, we still gonna do the damn thing. And I'm gonna break bread with you under the table.
Go get your shit.
Yeah. I'm like, look, I'm gonna break bread with you under the table. Don't look. I'm gonna have to let this Nerds of Culture shit go. But look, man, I'm still gonna have you. I'm gonna bring you on as my full time video editor, and that's how I would move.
I would tell you. The same thing you tell me every time I say I gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah, go ahead. Take care of your business, man. Take care of your business.
You goddamn right. But no, we do have a couple of things. We do have a couple of things I want to hit before, because we actually got one.
I want to see
up?
this one. Hold on, I don't want to see this. I just kind of want to sit in silence for this one.
Oh,
Cypher Rosa Robo would in fact actually say that. Jerome says right afterwards, Robo would cuss you out in Spanish first. LOL. What is Cypher gonna say next?
Oh,
we should have like a poll. We should have a poll and be like, what do we think Cypher's gonna say to this?
I kind of already know. Look,
that motherfucker ain't gonna say shit in Spanish.
He's like, that motherfucker gonna look that. He gonna fucking translate that shit in Chat GPT.
Yeah,
and then put it in the chat. But no,
pa carajo, puta.
Be like, Chat GPT, how do you say you a stupid motherfucker in Spanish? All right, now can you say that like now? Or no, my favorite part, Chat GPT, you're a cholo. Tell me how you would say.
Yeah.
Tell me how you would
say. Cypher said, I didn't say anything. I was gonna DM you though. You got these motherfuckers out here thinking you speak Spanish. I can say pa carajo or shit like that, but nah, I can't be speaking Spanish yet.
Oh my god.
Yet.
Oh my god. I was gonna say we got one here from Jasmine. Here, let's can we pull that out? Yeah, we're doing like this. Booyah. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. We got over on the Streamlabs side of things. Actually, I wish I could get rid of some of this, but wait. Can we here, let me move this down just a taste. There we go. This is good enough. Booyah. We got one from Jasmine says, but the $2 says, sorry if this is off topic, but I feel like it's at the intersection of what y'all talk about on NOC. If it's not, feel free to take the 2 and keep pushing. Well, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, good question.
This is actually a very good question. How do y'all feel about Captain America Brave New World, about the Captain America Brave New World boycott now that it's backed by BDS?
So check this out. There was something, I don't remember. Do you remember me DMing you? I said, there was something I said, and I said, I can't remember what it is now, remember? Mm-hmm. This was it. I was going to suggest, do you want to do a segment on this thing and then, and all that stuff and boycotting? This was it.
Okay.
Let me, I will say this much. Let me answer this one first.
Go ahead, yeah.
BDS could have said whatever the fuck they want to say about it. I wasn't gonna boycott it. So, so look, BDS did the right thing because they knew what was up. Okay, I support BDS. I stay on top of it. Everybody. For those who don't know what BDS is, it is something divest. What is it? Fucking goddamn.
Something
brain farting.
Yeah, I know the divest part. That's about it. Here, let's see.
Boycott, divest, and sanction. Okay.
So got you.
Boycott, divest, and sanction. So basically, it's a way to do targeted work, right? It's not everyone just being like, oh, I don't like you, right? And so when you don't have focused, organized boycotting, we all know that shit doesn't really work, right? Everybody's just doing whatever they want. So what BDS does is to put pressure on companies that either originate in Israel or invest a lot of money in Israel. Like, for example, there's some programs Google was using that is used in their AI for how they're conducting warfare. So they will tell people, don't use this product, or don't invest here. Make sure you check your mutual funds and pull money out of this place, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what that is. Okay. So that's what it is. In support, you just imagine it, it's boycotting in support of Palestine. Now, What is Jasmine talking about? I think everybody here knows since we're all into comic books, but just in case you don't know, in the new movie coming up, there is a superhero. What's her name? Sabra. So it's going to be a Jewish superhero named Sabra. Now, in the comic books, Sabra is from Israel and was part of Mossad. Yes. Mossad is Israel's CIA. And they are, as you can imagine, much like the CIA, some dirty motherfuckers. And so when we found out, given what's happening today, when people found out that they were going to use that character, that people, understandably so, by the way, got upset. Okay, so got upset and said, "What the fuck are we going to do this?" You know what I mean? And some people were like, "Who cares?" Yada yada yada. And I'm like, bro, they better not make her a Mossad agent, because that's, again, is pretty tone deaf. There's a literal genocide going on right now. So what Marvel ends up doing is, we're still going to have a Jewish superhero. First of all, good, right? But she's not going to be Mossad. She was actually a Black Widow, and we know that's a program that comes out of Russia and now works for the American government, right? So they've disconnected her from the Israeli government, the Israeli military.
Yep.
Good enough for me? Good enough? Good. Yep. Nice. I'm going to be honest with you, though. Even if she had maintained Mossad, she's a side character. I'm mad. Yes, I'm mad. Got it. Okay, cool. I can be mad. But this is a Black-led movie. How many of those we get? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to fucking boycott Black Captain America because they decided to have a fucking shitty side character. They could get all the way. No way. No way.
Wait. I got that image, too. The one that I think it was one that you had showed me.
For Hulk?
No. The one that was on Threads, I think, or it was on Twitter. It was somewhere. This one. This was the one.
Oh yeah. See, so somebody has. See, this is an individual, right? So this is not.
This isn't BDS.
This is not BDS, but they didn't resolve. See, now this shit here is a little sus. Okay, to me, I think it's a little sus because there is a. That's a good point, Jasmine. Before I continue, let me just finish this. There is a fine line, and I've said this a lot on my channel. I'll say it here. I've been moderating for Blerd and Carter, and I've banned people out the chat. Like, we do not allow the slip, which is an easy slip, from pro-Palestine, anti-Israel, anti-IDF, anti-ethnostate, right? And then a quick little slip into anti-Semitism. And the people who are going to put the banana peels on that border are going to be white supremacists.
Yes.
They're going to be people that are like, yeah, man, that's crazy, huh? Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's fucked up what they're doing to Palestinians, huh? Yeah, that's fucked up man, that's crazy how they control the banks, right? And then it's like, what? But if you continue getting mad, right, you're just still mad. I'm like, that's crazy. Oh, wow, they're firing people? Oh, they're firing people? Yeah, man, they fired a bunch of professors out of their college. Wow, that's crazy how much power they have. And then people get pulled into that shit. And so that's where you just gotta be careful. You don't want to get into that shit. We're not gonna be anti-Semitic about it, even though Israel is trash. Now, what Jasmine's talking about is the actress. I forget her name, Hidi or whatever her name is. She's from Israel. She lives in Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
She is a Zionist. You can pretty much
bet your bottom dollar.
Go ahead. Yeah. I mean, there are anti-Zionist protesters in Israel, but I mean, you're probably talking about like less than Zira Haas. Yeah. You're probably looking at less than 1% of the population is literally anti-Zionist, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably wouldn't live in Israel if you were an anti-Zionist in the first place. So,
it would be like living in. It would be like living in Africa and well, I mean, technically, it's probably a poor example because lots of white people live in Africa, but it would be like literally hating black people, but you choose to live in a place where black people are. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't. Now, what's her name? Who's the chick off of Wonder Woman chick? Gal Gadot.
Oh, Gal Gadot. Yeah.
Fuck Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Fuck Wonder Woman. I'm not watching any Wonder Woman led movies. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like title characters. Nah, she's dead. Unless we we go pirate it or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
but
at the end of the day, this is called Captain America. Matter of fact, let me here. The movie is called Captain America: Brave New World. It is not called Sabra Brave New World. It's not called Sabra the Winter Soldier. It's not called Sabra Civil War, Sabra the First Jewish Avenger. Ain't none of that.
Sabra, the defender of Israel, and the whole movie is her killing Palestinians. No, it's we're not. I'm not doing that.
No, we're not.
I will add just a quick addendum, really quick, because I always feel like I have to add this. If you, as an individual, have such a problem with them hiring a Zionist and it is against your principles to watch the movie, I think that is valid. And I think you should do you. I think everybody should live according to their principles. And no one should be bullied into sacrificing those principles. I am not gonna do that for this movie.
No. Here's the thing. This motherfucker's probably in the movie for like a grand total of 11 minutes, if we're being honest. I don't want to be that dismissive, but here's the thing I have to look at. Like what you said, if this was a Gal Gadot led Wonder Woman movie, hard out. I am not paying money to see this.
Nope.
But she is not the main character. She is a side matter of fact, I am going to go on a limb and say she does not have as much screen time as people think she has. I don't think she's in the movie as much as people probably want to believe she is. It's not saying that she's not in it a lot, but like if you told me she was in the movie for more than like 30 minutes total screen time, I would be shocked. Just in terms of what this movie is supposed to be. I'm not boycotting this movie for that reason. Like I said, if you came to me and said, "Oh, hey, you going to go check out the new the new Sabra movie?" It's literally just Sabra. No, no, I'm not. I'm not.
And then if they did what she did, because we're still fucking with the actress, but
yeah.
For me, there's levels to this shit, right? So Jerome asks, what did Gal Gadot say or do? I'm asking genuinely. For those who don't like follow politics a lot or watch Left Face, there's a genocide happening right now. And one of the things that people say is like, why do you care about this genocide? I don't see you caring about X genocide or Z genocide. Well, this is the one that billions of our tax dollars are going to. This is the one where Israeli airplanes, F-16s, 2,000-pound bombs, guidance kits, armor. We're funding billions of dollars. We are literally enabling a genocide, right? So yes, I care about this particular one. And so Gal Gadot, after October 7th, a lot of people will, after October 7th happened, rightfully, right? I was one of the leftists that I felt people gave too much shit, way too much shit to Jewish people because that was a big fucking deal. It absolutely was. When October 7th hit, yes, that shit has been going on since 1948. Yes, they had absolutely, Israel created all the fucking elements for that day to happen, right? If anybody says, well, whose fault is it? Big picture, I don't have any problem saying it's Israel's fault. But 1,100 some odd people still fucking died. Families murdered in their homes. Like, that shit's fucking scary, right? And anti-Semitism was fucking real. Okay. So then Israel does their thing. They hit back. Okay, cool. 5,000 dead, 6,000 dead. 20,000 dead, 30,000 dead, 40,000 dead, more than half of them women and children. And in this bitch, every single person from this point out, Jack Black, her, all of them, and you're sitting there watching a genocide because 1,100 people were killed 9 months ago, and you're fucking trying to do a genocide, and you still like remember the hostages. Bitch, that's a dog whistle already. There's a literal genocide happening, and your thing is remember the hostages. Not to say that remembering the hostages is bad, but it's like, oh, it lets me know that these people that you're killing aren't even human to you. You don't give a fuck about them. So that's why we say fuck about.
Also, just for clarification, the official health ministry count as of today is literally updated today. Palestinian death toll is 39,175.
I'm saying, like, so, and then they're talking about, yeah, shit's wild. Anyways,
right. That I say that because we literally just said how many were taken out when Hamas.
Right. Kyle Carter, no movie. I was just saying that as an aside.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, if it was Gal Gadot, I would say. Oh, and that's why I said there's levels to this thing. This Haas. Oh,
Shira Haas. Yeah.
Shira Haas. You know what it reminds me of? Is I was talking to Maneater about this the other day.
Yeah.
It's like there's levels to this shit. If you're gonna sit there and say, I'm never going to. Okay, I always use this example. Chick-fil-A. I just to bring up me personally as a personal deal. I'm not making a difference. I'm not making a dent. It's not about changing the world. I'm never gonna give my money to Chick-fil-A. Okay, but then somebody might say, Taco Bell's CEOs are probably homophobe too. How do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, okay, fair, or racist, or whatever the fuck, right? Yeah, but Taco Bell's not out there making it their whole personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, Taco Bell's not out there being like, tweets and being like, oh, we're da 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 da. So, you know who's probably a piece of shit? Probably maybe a piece of shit? Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is probably maybe a piece of shit, probably. He goes to a whole ass church that believes in conversion therapy. It's a MAGA ass church like a motherfucker. And you know what he does? He don't say shit.
He keeps it to
himself.
His
opinions to himself. And he comes and he's funny as fuck on Parks and Rec. He's funny as fuck at Guardians of the Galaxy. And I get to sit there and go, all right. Yeah, okay.
I'm watching you.
Keep it like that. Yeah. So it's like, so if Haas is sitting there like, yes, I live in Israel and the rest is my business. You know what I mean? Okay, cool, whatever.
It's when you're public. It's when you're too public with it. It's the same shit. Like, what was that motherfucker? Rob Schneider. Even though I know Rob Schneider is not relevant anymore, but that's kind of my point. Or I'll even use, y'all remember, what was the dude, what's that motherfucker's name that was on Half Baked? The one who played the goofy one. Not Dave Chappelle, not the dude who was supposed to be kind of like the straight man, but like the guy who was the goofy guy who was like, yeah, man.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
And he did the COVID, he made those jokes of stand-up comedy about wearing double masks and shit. I know you're talking about.
Like he's made that shit his whole personality. Like he's made that shit like he's gotten to the point where he opens up.
Jim Brewer,
Jim Brewer, that motherfucker. Yes, him, that motherfucker right there. Jim Brewer. He literally opens up his stand-up comedy like saying just like, huh, fucking wokies and this, that, and the third. And which honestly, I cannot take anyone seriously who this is a face you throw around and you think that it's actually funny. It's but that's literally him, that motherfucker. Yeah. He is basically what I mean when I say he's loud and proud with his shit. He spreads racism, homophobia, transphobia, anti-vax rhetoric, all that shit. pro-cop, this, that, and the everything, anti-Black Lives Matter, whatever. He spreads that shit. It is a part of his personality. He does it in his stand-up. It's a part of his work. It's a part of his act. And it's a part of his online persona. That's a motherfucker I'm more than happy to boycott. And when I say boycott, I don't mean like, oh, I'm going to go out and actively protest this motherfucker. It's like, no, I don't like when people talk about like cancel culture, you know, as if it's like the most dangerous thing ever. Because here's the thing, you know what cancel culture really is? It's really just me saying, I don't want to give you money. Like, I don't want to be privy to your stuff. And for me, I don't like everyone acts like all of a sudden that just because you have the right to free speech means that I have to listen to what you have to say. Yeah, like you're free of consequence. You're free from like everybody has to listen to what you have to say. No, that's not true. You are free to say whatever you want, but not everybody has to fucking listen to you. And not everyone owes you the time it takes to listen to you or hear you out. Like no one does.
I realize I'm on the internet way too much. I see questions like this and I'm like, man, it must be nice. What is it like to be normal when nobody except me says, what Brewer do? He's a 90s throwback, but I never saw him. Like, what did Gal Gadot do? What did Brewer? I'm like, these are normal people questions. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what people who have a life ask. I'm like, I don't know what they do.
I literally the other day, actually, no, not the other day. It was fucking today. I was talking to my homie Adam. And somehow we got into the top. There's a movie trailer that came out that I was sharing with him and some other folks in a group chat. And it's I think it's a Heather Graham movie. Do you remember that Gina Carano movie the Daily Wire did? The one where like they were on the range and like it was like a revenge story. Okay. So Paramount is making a movie that seems very eerily similar to it. Like, nice. I mean, serial numbers filed all the way the fuck off similar. And I was sharing it just to be like, oh, hey, here's the thing. And then like, one of the people in the chat was like, oh man, this kind of seems like a weird concept, blah, 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 da, da, da. And then I explained what it was. I said, oh yeah, this is basically just the Daily Wire movie with Gina Carano, but by a bigger studio that might make more money. And then he was like, what's the Daily Wire? And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, I want to be you. Can we please trade places? I was like, can we just trade places for like a minute? 1 minute. I would love to not
Terror
know.
On the Prairie,
Yeah, Terror on the Prairie. Thank you, Elite X1. Yes. So, and then when he said, yeah, I just did a Google search for the Daily Wire, and he was like, and all he said was, woof. He was like, oh my God. And then I explained to him, I was like, I said, man, bless your hearts for not knowing who these people are. I said, you are one of the purest human beings. I said, I honestly feel terrible that I've now corrupted you with this information. And then I told him about lady ballers and jingle smells and all this. He was just like, dude, he's like, how do people have time, money, and energy for this? And I was like, man, I don't know.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
That's how I can, that's the kind of like the barometer I have for my parents, because like my parents, unfortunately, sadly, are Trumpers, right? They are Republicans. And I talk to them and we kind of avoid the topic mostly, but sometimes I'll hear something and I'll say something along the lines of like, hey, have you like heard anything about like Biden is Trump is actually still the president? Like John F. Kennedy. Yeah, man, have you heard like anything like that in the news? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, then why do you ask? No, I'm just asking.
Damn.
Silly stuff.
Don't worry about it.
Q has not reached my parents yet. They're just like. Anyways, I don't want to talk about
it. but that's the thing, though. I know it sounds like bullshit, but it's for real. I legit get really excited when I discover people don't know sometimes about. I'm
happy
things.
For them.
I'm happy for them because I'm not happy for me. Goddamn it, because I gotta know.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what the thing is, right? It depends on what the thing is. Like true. If you've never heard of Project 2025, I think there is a level of ignorance that is dangerous for yourself and dangerous for society.
Yes.
You should at least have heard of Project 2025 and Googled it by now. But people who don't know, like, what did Gina Carano do, or who's the Daily Wire, or what's Lady Ballers, like, that's normal. Like, I wish I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I want that level of ignorance. That's the level of ignorance.
Right.
I want to be blissfully ignorant of people's transgressions. That said, what we're not going to be ignorant of, though, one thing we're not going to be ignorant of is these indie games, because we got a couple of videos.
Double feature.
Yeah. I need to make a thing to have just in case we ever do this shit again. double feature.
I keep thinking about doing I'm gonna like do an animated like indie recommendation at the beginning of the video, but then like I think about the amount of work it takes to do that, and I'm like, it's fine. It's fine.
Like, nah, I'm good. I guess let me pull this up, and we'll just we'll do the thing. Let me make sure it's actually outputting as well.
What
was up?
At least says the judge ruled in favor of Gina Carano.
Really? Interesting. But you know what? Here's the thing. And I'm going to tell you, this is what's probably going to happen, because I've kind of prepared for this. If they rule in favor of her, here's what's going to happen. They'll probably, I don't know if they're going to rule.
Oh, wait. It's the judge ruled that it's allowed to go to trial.
Oh, got you. Okay, never mind.
Right.
Okay. I was going to say, even if the judge agrees that Disney was in wrongdoing, they'll hire her back just to kill her character off.
Yeah.
You will see that bitch in one episode of The Mandalorian for like 5 seconds.
Right.
But here, let's go through our first.
Oh, we're not doing Deadpool 3 spoiler review today.
No. Saturday.
I was gonna say if it's not on Blerd Cave, then next week, but probably.
It'll be. We'll be talking about that Saturday. I actually have debated whether or not we actually. Did I already post? I don't remember if I've even already scheduled it. But I'll just put it like this: we will be talking about Deadpool Wolverine Saturday, but not today. So no, as our theme song says, not today. Not today. But let's do it. Let's see. We got
What's up, Nerds of Culture?
Ooh, here, let me put it over here where we'll actually be able to see it. Okay. Bam. Look at that.
I knew, by the way,
what?
he was gonna put this, but I'm surprised it wasn't one of the first ones he did. I just knew. I was
it's about the game. Got you.
Listen, if you, I know y'all seen it on the Blerd Koa side, but Elite is like he'll just like every now and then, man, that Balatro's crazy. Nobody's responding to him. No, it's a card game, but it'll get you. I'm like, man, nobody wants to play a card game like that. He's like, he loves this game. I was waiting. Waiting for it to.
Oh no, I checked it. I checked it. It's like, you know what it is.
It looks fun. It's just I'm not gonna play a card game.
I can see the addictive aspect of it. I can see the and that's the thing that is the part of the game that terrifies me and will make me run for the hills. If I see like an addictive aspect, especially for like when there's so much other shit that I also need to play, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're dangerous. I'm putting you aside.
You know what my turnoff was? Is the same turnoff for Magic the Gathering. Because when I started liking Marvel Snap, I was like, ooh, maybe I can. And then I saw like that you have to know Calculus 2.
Nope.
For Magic the Gathering, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I was watching this review as I was editing it, and I was like, man, planets and jokers, man, that's just too much.
Yeah, no,
let's play some spades.
Yeah, I'm about to say, no, this is doing too much. But here, let's go ahead and run through it. We got this one. We got one more after.
What's up, Nerds of Culture fam? It's the Elite X1 with this week's indie game recommendation. What you're looking at right now is not a simple card game. No, it's an addiction waiting to steal hours of your free time. This is Balatro, a game by solo developer Local Thunk that has taken 2024 by storm. At its core, Balatro is a game that uses the core rules of poker hands and turns it into a deck-building roguelike. While you're technically playing poker, it's to score points with a limited number of hands. Every 3 rounds, you're challenged to beat an increasing score called a blind, and finally a boss blind. Boss blinds will invoke special rules or debuffs that viciously work against you. Between each round, you'll earn money that can be spent in the game shop, where you can purchase a variety of game-changing upgrades. Upgrades like planet cards to level up the score multiplier of certain cards, tarot cards to grant cards special abilities and effects, spectral cards, additional cards for the deck, vouchers, and the almighty rule-bending jokers. The jokers alone can alter rules such as make all numbered even cards give twice the chips and make it possible to score a straight with gaps in the cards. The 5 out of 52 unique jokers you can combine are just the tip of the iceberg of customizing your runs in Balatro. You find yourself losing sleep thinking of potential deck builds to get yourself closer to victory. Balatro is flat out amazing. Outside of spades, I'm not even a card playing guy, but this game had me obsessing over how I'd play my next run when I got a chance. 20 minutes will easily become 2 hours if you're not careful. The smart design, stylish visuals, and soothing music combined with the addictive, infinite possibilities makes this game an experience that's hard to stay away from for too long. But that's why Balatro might just become 2024's indie game of the year.
Woo! All right, so y'all know what to do.
If they did something like that, in space, that would be dope.
Dude, that's what I'm kind of shocked hasn't happened. How is because okay, I'm gonna put this out. I've seen all the different mobile games. I've seen all the ones for Hearts and Solitaire and poker.
I got a multiplayer spades one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I got a multiplayer spades one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on that shit all the time. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be cussing people out on there. I'm like, bro, just delete this game. Why would you do that? I get mad on the things, man. Shit.
But I'm shocked. But I'm shocked, because this is where it got me when they started making the Uno ones, and I was like, man, why do they not have more like this where you could just do that that whole thing? But we're not done yet. We have another one.
But wait, there's more.
So let's see. Here was this Unsighted?
This one's pretty dope. Yeah.
What's up, Nerds Culture fam? It's the Elite X1 with this week's indie game recommendation. This week we're talking about Unsighted by Studio Pixelpunk. Unsighted is a game that truly deserves more attention, and let's get into just why. Unsighted is a top-down Metroidvania Souls-like set in a post-apocalyptic world mostly populated by sentient automatons. You play as Alma, an automaton who awakens to this world and begins a search for her missing lover. Early on in her journey, she also learns that anima, the resource that gives automatons their sentience, is running out. As a result of this, automatons are turning into mindless killing machines called the Unsighted. Because of this, collecting and managing anima will become a major part of this game's story and mechanics. But more on that later. Through her journey, Alma will access a lot of combinations of weapons, upgrades, and tools. Because of this, you'll find that the game is open to a couple of styles of play. There are a variety of weapons like swords, shotguns, grappling hooks, and other useful tools for Alma to tweak out. In fact, Alma herself can be customized with the chip system as well. It's very similar to how you upgraded 2B in Nier Automata. Ooh. The amount of character builds is limitless. Unsighted's combat is skill-based and requires timed parries, dodges, and other elements that make for a great Souls-like experience. And the traversal of the game's huge world offers many choices and alternative paths dependent on the tools and upgrades that you have. And the choice is important because time is not on your side. Unsighted has taken a premise that reminds me of the Justin Timberlake film In Time and turned it on its head. because every single automaton in the game, including Alma, has a timer that counts down their animal reserves. This means every NPC you meet, including shop owners, can become unsighted and lock you out of certain items and upgrades. This is a huge game-changing mechanic, and as such, the player must be wise about who they take and give anima to. The timer is persistent, so even NPCs you have yet to meet may be unsighted when you finally approach them. It's a unique game mechanic that truly keeps the sense of urgency intact throughout the game. Unsighted is a full-blown action adventure that deserves your time. Its beautifully drawn and animated pixel art characters are unapologetically diverse. The Souls-like style of combat is tough but fair, and once you find that right build, the game really hits different. Unsighted checks all the boxes of a good action game and has that cool, old-fashioned retro feel to it. How this game isn't talked about more in the Metroidvania conversation is criminal. Keep your sights focused on Unsighted.
Bruh. I love
Xylism. This game, like, you ain't got all day. Hurry up. Let's come on.
Yeah. Oh, no. Look, I mean, but I'm like, okay, so Unsighted, that's actually when I think I saw it. It's probably not too terribly long ago. And I was like, man, I kind of want to keep my eyes on this. So I'm actually glad I waited to see what Elite had to say about it, because I actually did have it. It was on my radar, but I didn't buy it.
That's that storyline and like everything about that world makes me wish that somebody like Event Horizon, was it Horizon Dawn?
Oh yeah, like Guerrilla Games.
Yeah. Can you imagine like an actual like no shit big, beautiful ass world or Nier Automata, building that shit? That shit would be so dope.
I was thinking that the whole time I was watching. I was like, I could tell you right now, Robo would play the fuck out of this if it was
if it wasn't pixel art.
I was like, I know this motherfucker too well. I was like, man, I know this movie. I was like, I'm reading his mind right now. But
Discord is over there. He's like, man, I wonder what it is about pixel art that people like. Like, why do they keep using them? Like, it's because it takes $2 to make it. That's why.
Well, hey, you know what's funny? I think that pixel art is. I think there is an allure to it. Like there's just based on like when I go to conventions, sometimes there'll be people who do like pixel art, like bead art, like pixel bead art, I guess is a better way to put it. But
nostalgia, right?
Yeah, I remember I actually bought a whole, like a dude had a thing where it was Mega Man 2. It was Mega Man in the middle, and it was all the different bosses around him, like in the Mega Man 2 style. And I was like, dude, this is so fucking amazing. And I ended up buying it from him. I fucking loved it. Still have it somewhere around here. But yeah, it's there's something about it. And it is, and I do feel it's cheaper to make. But and I don't think it takes quite as long to develop either. It's gonna be a little bit easier.
And you can do it in Microsoft Paint, so that's a plus.
Yeah, easy. That's an easy clap. That's an easy clap right there.
I'm just being a hater. No, I know the people like, I'll just play it. Nah,
I ain't mad. So we got another one here. We got Paris Yule with the 5 says between Deadpool 3 and Mamala, my attention was divided this week. Still want to drop in and show some support. Sea Smoke was out here. Okay, first off, yes. Oh my God, yes.
I have not been watching it, and I'm gonna start just for the Sea Smoke memes. I'm like,
I
want to know.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute. I literally, I think I forget where all I put it, but I remember one of my homies, Quinn McGowan, who also is doing art for my comic. He had posted something. He passed the savings on to me. And I've been putting this anywhere. Yeah, I've just putting this everywhere. Just like Sea Smoke is like,
can you tell me why he's black without spoiling it? Like, why did they make him? What is it? Obviously, it's coded, but what did he do that makes him black now?
I won't tell you the one thing. I don't. So okay, here's like, I don't want anyone to give any spoilers. Let me handle this in the chat, y'all. But because I'm gonna say a very specific thing that's not. I don't think this part's a spoiler. So there's a part of the show where one of the main characters, Rhaenyra, she needs a new dragon rider. And there's a guy, he has a drop of some Targaryen blood in him. He ain't a full-blooded Targaryen. He got a little teensy bit of Targaryen. It's like when you hear people say, "Oh yeah, I'm like 164th Native American."
Cherokee.
I'm 164th Cherokee Indian. But no, it's kind of like that. It's kind of one of those situations. A whole white guy. And when he pulls up on Sea Smoke to see like if Sea Smoke will accept him as his rider, Sea Smoke cuts that motherfucker a look. Like he's just like
he said you're not like us.
but basically.
Yeah, okay.
And and there's a part where he kind of slick acts like he's gonna bend the knee and let dude ride him.
And you just gotta watch it.
You just gotta see the rest.
All right.
But by the way, speaking of, I will add those to the drive because I do have all of them. I will add those. Yeah, Sea Smoke is his government name. He said, "That's my slave name, brother." Somewhere he has Shabazz somewhere in his name. That's all I know. But no, I for those who don't know, if it wasn't obvious, I love Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, all that shit. That's my shit. Dem Thrones, as we call them out here in these here streets.
I love Game of Thrones. That was my shit every week. I watched the first season of House of the Dragon, and I haven't jumped back on. Is this the season 2, right? We're talking about
season 2. Yeah, this is season 2, which they're like just, I think episode 6 is the most recent, and they do 10 episode seasons, so it's about almost a little over halfway over. But it's good. I've been really
maybe I'll catch up. Maybe I'll catch up.
Oh, you'll catch up. Because I'm gonna tell you, I know you're gonna catch up. It's an easy watch. It's a very easy watch. It's not like one thing about House of the Dragon, it moves at a faster pace than Game of Thrones does. So like, whereas Game of Thrones would usually drag out shit, House of the Dragon is like just moving. They're like, all right, here's the shit. All right, moving on. We gotta get to the next thing. Come on, next thing. Yeah. All right, we did this part. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on. Let's not linger. This season's kind of hanging back. This season's moving a little bit slower because they're not doing any time jumps. But I know the first season alone has like 2 or 3 time jumps.
Yeah, I saw some memes with the white lady with the dreads.
Yeah.
So I need to catch up. I
will say this. It's good. It's very good. Also, House of the Dragon has more black people in it than Game of Thrones has had across 8 seasons.
Because it's fantasy Europe, obviously.
Yeah, duh. but black people in prominent positions. Let me put it like that. Yeah. Black people in roles that aren't just like, oh, here's a slave, or here's the chambermaid, or
so they
just
all
a
have
soldier.
shitty white wigs.
Not all of them. Not all of them. Just a couple of them. Just a couple of them. But
that dude's wig, I was like, ugh.
Yeah,
that looked like a Tyler Perry rig.
Look, hey, we don't talk about the wig, man. We don't talk about the wig. But no, I'm sorry. I thought about another part that's kind of a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say anything. But all
right.
But I'll just say this: you'll enjoy. You'll enjoy. Also, Paris, thank you for that, man. Much love. Appreciate it.
Sure.
I will say though, thank you all. Because that's been a great show. It's been a great. Like I actually kind of joked with Robo about this earlier. I said we're just let chat take the wheel at some point. At some point, we're just gonna let chat take the wheel. Like chat never disappoints.
And y'all do.
Yeah, I was like, here, take the wheel. Y'all go. We'll go whichever way. I'm in the back seat. I'm just riding along. But no. I guess Robo, do you want to? Because I think I took us out last time. You take us out.
Well, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, that is the show for Ernie the Blur Without Fear. I am Robo of Left Face TV. Maybe we'll talk about this next week, but just so you all know, keep an eye out video game actors are going on strike. So figure out how we could support that. We're definitely gonna do that. Don't forget to check me out at Left Face TV or /LeftFace on YouTube. And of course, I'll see you in the chat on Saturday or next week, Thursday, 7 o'clock, with a new dynamic duo of Nerds of Culture.
And Gal Gadot, you can go to hell.